Hey everyone, welcome to the Unity Gaming Podcast, episode 100.
100.
Wait, should I redo it? Was it too loud?
You got way too close to that mic like I was saying.
All right.
Eat that shit.
Jesus Christ. Actually, you know what? Give it one more talk just so I can...
Episode 100. All right, that's good?
That's good.
Okay. Hey everyone, welcome to the Unity Gaming Podcast, episode 100.
I'm trying to clap away from the mic, so I'm scared.
Yay!
It is Thursday, February 13th, 2014.
Happy Valentine's Day. Tomorrow.
That's tomorrow. And I'm Dan.
I'm Riccio.
I'm Somppi.
And I'm Kumar.
Oh, hey, Kumar.
Hey,
Oh.
Good to see you
hey
there.
buddy.
Joining us on not anything for episode 100. Oh, geez.
What a piece of shit, like, really. What a shitbird.
What a shit.
Who does he think he is?
Kumar. Anyway.
Hey!
100
It's
episodes.
been 2 years
Jesus.
since
That's a
we
lot.
started doing this.
That's a lot of episodes.
It's a lot.
It's a lot of stuff.
We could have had a super retrocast and sat on your table over there, but
On the table? Don't you mean around the table?
Yeah.
Ooh, we could have
so we
hooked up
could have sat on the
a
table, though.
super garbage mic and then going back in time.
And then hated ourselves for it.
Yeah. It's weird when I went back to because I don't know.
Actually, the
I just-
first one we'd have to go to your college and
Oh yeah, actually that's
sit
true.
in that room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that wasn't a good college. I have no idea.
Shocking.
I don't know. No, I was re-rendering. Those are workers, minions. No, I had to re-render some of the older podcasts this weekend, and I was listening to the audio quality on the other ones, and I got to I was like, well, that's how it sounded, and I was like, wow, that's really garbage, because I didn't realize that on the older ones, for example, recorded in the cottage,
And
the college, at the college, we started a lot of them by going like, hey everyone, and then it was spikes and just I never did shit about it. So some of them start with like super fucking loud ear breaking sounds and
Like this one.
Yeah.
Where we
This
all
one.
clapped for
Yeah.
episode
Yeah.
100.
exactly.
It's great. It's magical.
I feel like I'm too loud. I keep lowering myself.
I'm gonna for your birthday or whatever, some fucking gift.
Give me one
giving
of those
thing,
clamp things.
Give you a little razor for your TV so you can put the fucking mixer right fucking here.
Can you just give me like one of those clamp, like reacher clamp? You know, like you grab it. And
No, that's
so I'll be like, I don't know why I do those sounds, but it sounded like
Robot
hydraulics.
sounds?
It sounded like hydraulics. It sounded like hydraulics, except for I was going. Like, it was like
It's really bad dubstep.
yeah, but it was like robots fornicating. a little
How
bit.
about a little shelf thing to put your TV up on,
That could be cool.
and then you have everything, all the important stuff within arm's reach,
That could be good.
right?
That could be good. Could,
Be good.
but it won't. Because I could just crush this fucking Kinect with it.
No, you put
Fucking TV up.
everything up.
Yeah, I guess so. Anyway, yeah. Anyways, I was listening to the older podcast, and the sound quality, I got to listen to it as it went on. And man, when we made that change, that one day we're like, wait, what if with my old mixer, if we just hook some mics into it? Wow, that shit changed drastically. It was-
Overnight.
That would have been.
I don't even know. And then whenever we got like this mic and then those mics, the
That would have
Devin's mic-
been like
it's crazy.
18 or 19 or 20 or something.
roughly, yeah, yeah,
Because 20 was the one with Dustin on it,
yeah,
and we're already sitting here.
yeah.
Yep.
But we had the mic, I think, here. Like there was no. It was still being captured by that, like,
Yeti.
yeah.
No, it was with one of these.
Was it?
Not this, but like maybe this one.
Yeah, maybe.
But it was still like into a mixer.
Yeah, okay.
And
Okay, that makes
better.
sense. It's come a long way. Learned a lot of things about audio.
Because I think 16 or 17 is where you wanted to play Diablo for the whole fucking podcast.
Yeah.
Because you were an addict and it had just come out.
That's
Yeah.
so weird. That's
That's
like,
the one where it got off sync because me and Devin were sitting in front of the Yeti and you were using this one.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
2 audio sources like that. No,
Yeah.
no good. No good.
The
No
Yeti had a
good.
delay or something like that.
We've learned so many things this past thing, and
Don't combine USB mics and
No.
just straight up audio
no.
mics. Just
Two-
don't.
It's multiple sources. Never, unless you're combining it into one thing.
Don't do it. Don't.
But yeah. Anyways,
That's your trivia.
Yeah.
for the
Practice
2
safe
years.
audio usage.
I don't even remember what day it was that we actually started the podcast, but
It's like a
It's pretty fucking easy to check. I'm not gonna lie, because you have a YouTube channel
yeah.
with
Oh.
all of them uploaded on
and
it.
and it's open right now.
great.
I'm just gonna go ahead and do that, and roughly January 21st. So, and that was 2012.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Fuck, man.
That was pretty crazy. That's actually and it sounded like pretty bad, but not horrible. But yeah,
the quality was
pretty
not.
yeah. I don't know, and I feel like it was.
I don't know. I think you sound pretty garbage right now.
I think you sound like a garbage compactor.
GargoFramerate.com.
You really sound like. I don't actually. No. I think I was thinking of disposal, not compactor. But I guess compactor would make a crushing sort of. I was thinking like, oh no, I dropped my ring in the disposal. Oh, finger's gone. Don't need the ring no more. Fuck it. Win-win. Yeah.
Video games.
Yeah. Don't put your. That's not a game. Put the hand in the let's see how far close I can get. Far close, and then.
Hey
use the
guys,
finger.
what have we all been playing?
I've been playing with the garbage compactor. I don't know about you.
Oh, okay. Well,
That's
do you want to talk about your time with the garbage compactor, Devin?
I lost a finger. I was going for a ring. Doing that full loop up.
Do you want to show the finger that you lost?
It says peen. No, okay.
Whoa.
Whoa.
We didn't actually play.
That's getting a little personal, buds.
We didn't actually play chicken with a garbage compactor. Disposal manufacturer.
You're just throwing out words now, like garbage
'Cause it
compactor,
rhymes.
manual disposal. I want you to make up
Incinerator.
technical terms for household objects.
He doesn't have any household objects in front of him right now, so
the. Fuck you. No.
he
So
can't. It's not a pun. He can't come up with it on the
what
fly.
are you guys playing?
How about some Counter-Strike? Do you guys just want to shut this down right now and go play some competitive?
Yeah, I'm down with
You
that.
just want to...
I don't think you. Okay, I want to point something out. That okay, so we played Counter-Strike again, huge team games. We're getting,
Every fucking day since the last podcast.
I've skipped out on I think one of them though, one or two of them. But there's been the group getting together, whether it's with me, I get swapped in for like Kumar swaps in, then there's skinned or something like this.
Yeah.
We've got bench
Every
people.
single night since the last podcast,
Yeah.
there has been a group of at least 4 of us in some combination playing Counter-Strike
But I want to take the time to talk about
for like 3 hours.
last night's matches because for you guys. Okay, so we played these matches where we were doing 5s, and I think we were always getting placed against people who were also in groups of 5 communicating or something. And
A clan.
one
did get
was
against
one was a
clan.
clan, yeah.
That was the
Yeah.
last one.
But I think the first one, there was a bit of like people were being a little coordinated, coming around and doing
That
some stuff
Gold
sometimes.
Nova clan.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was that Gold Nova clan.
But apparently I'm buffering on the live thing, but the recorded version should be fine, and it'll be on YouTube. I promise to you.
At
In-
some fucking point.
In a day's time.
2015.
Anyway,
It'll release when Metal Gear Rising 5.
I hate to make a joke since we're delayed. Never mind. I won't say it. It'll be up soon. I promise you this week, I'm gonna work on multiple things for the channel. One, getting the podcasts out the day after we record them. So
Two,
Fridays,
getting the
because it says
RSS feeds.
Fridays right here. No, I'm not doing that. And then
The banner's been alive for 2 weeks.
yeah, the banner's been
now.
alive for a little bit. But it's just been confusing because you watch it live on Thursday, you're like, this is fucking Friday. Friday never fucking comes with anything podcast related. It's really weird. But no, there's that, and I'm also going to try to find some way within this week to sort of record what I'm playing and then put it onto YouTube in like cut off the edge really easy. Because like OBS now has an update where it's easy to just capture, shoot out to a stream, and there's a little recording button. You go like record now, and I'm gonna start using that to just record me
Record
playing,
now.
and then just cut off the bullshit before, cut off the bullshit at the end, and just maybe poop that onto YouTube. But we'll
That's
see
a good
how-
idea.
We'll see how it goes.
Considering that you are now 11 days?
13?
13?
Was today 14? I don't know. I lose.
No, because you started February 1st. So, of course,
Today was
today
13.
is 13.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because it was February 13th
True, but
Yep.
of your 365-day challenge.
it's going good so far. Morning casts are getting harder and harder, but I always fuck them up the same thing every day. Morning cast, my 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. cast, same thing. And every day I put my alarm like slightly earlier.
By the way, I hate you so much for what you're about to explain here.
Yeah? Okay, I'm sorry. So I get up.
Oh, I have to sleep in.
No, so what happens is I set my alarm at 8:30. So whatever, you guys are already at work, getting ready to it. Fuck it, whatever.
Yeah, I'm on the bus.
That's fine. So
Fuck you.
I'm in bed. Oh man, I'm so sorry for this.
I've been awake for 40 hours at this point.
There's not even that many hours in a day, Devin. Get some rest now. Anyways, no. I get up at like 8:30. So I'm like, I can't
8:30.
But I can't call.
My heart.
Hang on.
My heart. No. Let me
you.
finish.
You're so fucking loud.
My heart bleeds for you. It bleeds. I have to get up at 8:30. At that point in time, I've been awake for 2.5 hours.
Oh, that's fine. I was doing that stuff before. But point is,
no,
I'm explaining.
No, you don't. No, you weren't doing it now, so therefore you're not relevant anymore.
Yeah, but I'm trying to explain something with the channel real quick. So what happens is I get up at like 8:30. But the thing is, like, it's for the past few weeks I've been telling everybody, like, man, you know what? At 10 a.m., I'm gonna just randomly chase it. Oh yeah, no, don't worry. I'm 11 hours early. Don't worry. These are supposed to be at 10 p.m. No. So I get up early and
just bleeding for you, buddy.
No. I get up early and I keep saying at 10 a.m. I'm gonna start like on the dot. I'm gonna get it going at 10 a.m. I'm gonna go. And 8:30 I get up and I'm like, I got 2.5 hours. No, I got like an hour and a half. Sorry, I could do this. Whatever. So I'll like be in bed still and just pull up my phone and be like, oh, let's go on Reddit for a little bit. And then like one video happens after another video, and then it's like. It is fucking 9:45. It is time to shower, eat, prep the cast, and whatever, make coffee and all that shit. The cast is always 15 minutes delayed. Like every.
I love that your biggest complaint over this last week is
that
that
too much Reddit.
Oh no!
I've been sleeping.
I accidentally every day
wasted too much time.
Laid in bed for an hour and 15 minutes and just relaxed for too long.
It's terrible. It's terrible. I feel worse every day. But no, it's something stupid, but it does.
Let me play my violin.
It hurts me inside because it's like instead of somebody complaining at me, it's me realizing like, man, I fucking suck every day, and it self sucks instead of someone being like, dude, you're shit.
I slept in and browsed Reddit for an hour and a half.
But it's almost worse than someone telling you that you did a shit job at something. It's like, man, I'm making no effort to fix myself, and I'm trying to do something that I actually care about now.
Riccio?
No, yeah.
Let me just.
The part of me that's been busy at work
Yeah.
for the last 2 fucking weeks.
Oh yeah, no.
And it's only going to be busier over the next 3 days, including the weekend. Hates every single thought of your being.
Oh yeah. But anyways, I'm gonna try to get that going. So next week, what I'm gonna try to work on is starting at 10 properly. Recording things properly, editing things properly, and putting out actual content. Not doing the RSS feed, putting out actual content onto the YouTube channel because it's honestly it's been barren for a while. We understand that, and I definitely want to try to work on that. But
just drop out of school.
Yeah,
That's all you need.
No.
Just quit now.
All right, Dan.
No.
For you, I will.
All right, good.
Oh well, if Devin's doing it. All right, no.
We're dropping out.
Can we just get someone to like
the easiest peer pressure?
Well, is there like a 3D printer that I can scan my face and then skin someone's face off and then attach like graft my face onto their face
Not
and then go to
without
class for it?
potentially going to prison.
No,
I believe
what if they're heavily
that's
intoxicated?
called a mask.
No, but like skinning their face so that even if they were like, "Is that a mask?" and they pull it off, like, "Oh no, it's not a mask. You just have staples on your face." I guess
your
that's
logic
normal.
is slightly flawed.
It works.
But you know what?
And scary.
I like where you're going with this.
Perfect.
I do.
So anyway, yeah,
Counter-Strike.
We've been playing, and last night when we played some matches, I feel like we did 2 matches. They were really intense, and it sounds like everybody had a shit ton of fun, but it was like super mentally draining to play that way. Because the second the second match, especially when we played and we got into a match with 5 other clan members on the opposing team, and I just kind of went like, man, I'm gonna have to try so fucking hard right now, and which made us have some really weird strategies for like just some really weird shit that I was just trying to try.
It was really close.
Yeah, it was really
both
close.
those games.
I thought it was pretty great though that the strats that we had were really awkward enough that the team that obviously was coordinating
Did not know what to do.
just didn't understand. Like for instance,
okay, 3 of us are going to go inside. One of you is going to stand by the radio door with a Mag 7. The other 2 are going to run down Squeaky. While meanwhile, Dan is poking his head up above a crate outside so that Riccio can kill people with an op.
Yeah.
What?
But even like I think
I
in
understand Counter-Strike now, you guys.
But
That's what's changed in this last week.
Here's the other thing: is like there are moments where we do a strategy and they would learn, like they get wrecked, or we would get wrecked by them, and they'd learn that strat. And so it's like, okay, we're running out of ideas for crazy shit that we can do. All right, everybody buy fire bombs, and we're just gonna firebomb this hallway and hope they turn around and run into somebody else. Like, it just got really weird.
Yeah, but what was crazy is I think let's say in total we had 2 matches, 30 rounds, maybe a piece that can happen.
Yep,
So let's say we
they
possibly
went
went
to
up
30
almost.
pretty much.
So let's say
both
we
times,
almost
yeah.
had like what 50 rounds, maybe give or take, probably add a little bit
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
whatever. In the 50 rounds, not once do we pull a, like legit Counter-Strike sort of like everybody rush B, just go B. Like there was no ever just run down the thing. Like,
Yeah, we're gonna rush it.
all of them was like, let's kind of split, let's wait. You guys go out, let's do this, and like just some weird shit would always happen to add on to it.
Well, the weird problem
But it
with
was-
us trying to strategize stuff like that in Counter-Strike
Yeah,
is that Kumar never listens,
yeah,
and Dustin is always slow at buying.
yeah.
So he's always behind. So
Yeah.
he can't really. He and when I say he's slow at buying, I mean he's like 2 seconds
Yeah.
slower than us. But like,
That's enough to make a difference
Yeah.
in.
Also, want to point out that's Dishonored. In case anybody's wondering what the fuck's going on at the top right there.
I wanted it to be Counter-Strike, but apparently the frame rate is so bad that Riccio can't handle it.
It'd be like PowerPoint. Like that's oh, you missed it. It happened in the frames. But yeah. Anyways, yeah. But no, we played like a really intense match. But
This time last week, I don't think I'd played more than like a few nights of Counter-Strike.
yeah. But it's getting to the point where now we have like our own. Like now that we've played as a group a lot more than we had before, obviously because we've played more. But we're starting to develop tactics or know things in certain levels that we kind of stick to. So, for example, the map we end up playing the most is Nuke, which
That's
is
because I love it. And
Yeah.
you always make me host, so
Yeah.
I can do whatever I want.
yeah, but the map we always play the most is Nuke. If you don't know what Nuke is, it's okay. It's just imagine a map with a warehouse in the middle of it, and there's an upstairs and a downstairs. Point is, whenever we're playing, we've played it enough to know, like, okay, I know that, let's say, just, I'm not even going to name actual areas here unless you, whatever. Say one of us goes up top. Like, if I'm always going up top, I'm always totally aware that, like, oh, Devin and Dan are going to cover, like, the side entrance or whatever. And, like,
Well, yeah.
but the skin is always near that door, and he's got my back up there as well. Like, and instead
And
of
Dustin
just
is always checking
roaming
outside
or yeah. And then we know that, like, you guys always know that I'm playing recon at the start and being like, okay, if I don't hear anything, everybody shift to a side. So
That's such a
There's this
ridiculous
weird-
strategy, and I really want to find out if other people know about that.
I use it too much on Nuke. It's actually kind of crazy. I don't realize how much I rely on that for that map to work for me when I'm on counter.
Yeah, it
But
can be
it's
a little bit
really
intense.
good because you can tell us with frightening accuracy where everyone on the map is. You're like, to radio. And then me and Devin are exactly prepared for that.
It's
And then there's
It's
like
weird 'cause I'm
three
like-
outside. Before I see dots, you're like, they're all outside. And then me and Devin could just back off radio.
Yep.
there's this
Well,
really
we don't back off radio. We run through
Yeah.
radio. And
There's this
run
really
back,
cool
but-
thing where if I don't hear anybody, I'm like, they're going outside. Then we all kind of, well, usually we beeline for the vents or we go like downstairs as fast as we can. And there's this cool awesomeness to like know that they think they've outsmarted us and then they're going their opposite path. And then we're right there waiting for them again and they just get like annihilated. You're like, yeah,
You
don't-
what?
Don't worry.
What do you want to do about this?
Because Riccio is scout extraordinaire.
Yeah. But
The gun. The class.
no, yeah. But it was ridiculous. Like there's nights where I play Counter Strike, and it's nights like that I really enjoy Counter Strike, where you kind of just go off, and when I get really into it and I super zone in, and my aim happens to be going really good that day, and all that, like everything
that
just
last game there.
yeah, like when everything's just going really good, and it's
Oh, we're all dead and there's 4 people on the enemy team.
I got this. Everybody, shut up.
Well,
we
you
won
don't
it.
even have to tell us to shut up anymore. We
No,
we
kind
just
of
like a
shut
quiet.
up because we're like, okay, Riccio's going to win this round if we're all just quiet.
There was
But,
definitely that one where, like, on Nuke, totally shot some dude, 180'd while reloading, shot another dude, and, like, switched to your pistol and got the third dude.
Yeah. Well, it's from having played like, and when I say this, I'm not even like that good at it, but like having played for so many years of like across Counter Strikes, because the maps are all the same, you kind of know what to expect from certain parts of the map. Like, you know, like, oh, most people will feel more comfortable if while they're getting shot, they're going to try to run for that door, they're going to try to go for this thing, they're going to try to do whatever. So there's this weird thing where
Do
you're
you
like,
understand what you accomplished last night, though? You cleared 4 people on an enemy team, and not only a team, a clan of gold novas.
Yep. Like, and
What-
full
with
on
an
wrecked them all.
op.
but yeah, but there's this weird thing, like I said, like when I lock in and I become super aware of everything that's kind of going on, where everything just kind of clicks. there's this weird sort of ridiculousness. I don't know. I hear a footstep and I know, like, I'm aware, like, okay, I have like 2 seconds to kill this fucking guy before I have to 180 and like this dude will be coming around the corner. Shit, I just heard ladder. There's a dude like up top probably coming down. All right, I gotta kill this dude, get around this corner and just wait for him. Oh, that guy's dead now, sweet. I don't know where the fuck they are, but if those people are dead, they're probably yelling about it and no one else is coming from there. It's probably this door. Oh, he's right. And just kill him and be like, all right, cool. That was really good, you guys. Good game.
And the way I play Counter-Strike compared to you is you would be unable to handle it because you're playing with a lot of precision weapons and you're doing a lot of like single fire and stuff. I have a Mac 10 or an MP9. It's sometimes a shotgun. But here's the kicker. You rely so much on that listening thing.
Yeah.
I have to have my volume super down so that it's not killing our Skype call.
Yeah.
So I can only ever hear like
Gunshots or something.
Gunshots and like weapon switching.
Yeah.
I literally can't hear anything else in the game. So anytime I am running around a corner and killing someone, that is just my twitching and firing in their general direction with the entire clip of this gun that I have.
I won't lie. There was the one kill that you got last night where you twitched, and
that was an intense.
There's this weird thing because like I was trying to be silent just to not fuck with you or whatever, and then you kind of because you exited from where you were looking, and I clearly saw the guy go behind something, and you kind of looked away, and I was like I had this moment where I'm just like, oh my god, fucking, and then in like the corner, like the top right-ish corner, because you're looking down at the ground, you see like a foot. And you just kind of like flip up on the dude's face in like half a second, and like all of your bullets are going into his face, and I'm just sitting there like, man, Dan, just like, you've never done that shit before, but you just pulled it off. Great, Dan's getting better. But yeah, it was like I was not pissed, but I was like, oh, God, it's about to happen, and I'm gonna be really sad.
I have found amazing joy in that game now.
Yeah.
Because back when I played with you guys at first, it was always like I'd just be trying out different guns or I'd be auto buying and it would just kind of be like, okay, let me walk out in front of you so I can get shot.
Yeah.
And you guys will know where they are in the room. Like it'd be that kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
Or like Dan radio, I'm like,
where fuck is this radio thing you speak of?
Yeah. I'm always going to refer to nuke callouts because that's the best map in the game. But now I actually feel like I have like a goal and a strategy that I do in the game, and it's pretty much I'm buying a map like that cheap submachine gun, which I have bought stat track weapons for because I got a really good AUG, and that has paid for all of my stat track weapons so far.
Sweet.
And just kind of being up in people's faces with that gun. Because especially when I first discovered that gun, and we were playing on Nuke, and this was around 6 or 7, and we'd been losing them all. Just discovering that gun and having, like, you and Devin being in, like, an op fight with people across in Warehouse.
Yeah.
And me just kind of like, because you run full speed with the Mac 10 and just running up on them and just strafing around the corner, just spraying at them. And they have sniper rifles. They're not ready for this. No. And it's the best feeling to have all those bullets hit someone before they're even really prepared for what's happening.
Yeah.
And that's, I'm having fun with that game so much now.
We should, the thing is, because you feel really comfortable with Nuke, we should try and get you guys, like, I know, like, Skin knows a little bit more of the maps. I know Kumar knows maps, Devin knows maps, but to get you...
Well, I know Dust, too.
Yeah.
But I don't really like it.
Yeah, Dust 2 and Dust are starting to become my least
favorite.
Although
maybe now that they've fixed the AUG, maybe it'll be...
I just don't like how cut and dry and small those maps are compared to something like Nuke, where I feel like there's a lot, like, if you're going an opposite direction, like, the turnaround to swap where you're going is a large, like, it's a decision sort of thing.
Well, I also feel like just because they're going outside does not necessarily mean like
it's done.
That's where they're going, you know, because they could
cut across.
If they're going outside,
yeah.
You can see they're going outside, but they could cut across into the main entrance of the big warehouse into A, or they could go out through the smaller warehouse and kind of cut around and go like down ramp, or they could go right down secret, or they could go down secret and then up fence. Yeah. Like I feel like there's a lot more choices of where you're going kind of as you're going there.
Yeah.
Whereas on Dust, I feel like it's like, okay, you are going into B, you are going down the middle and then across the catwalk, or you are going down the long way.
Yeah.
And that's it.
I think maps we should try to get.
And you
used
never
to.
go down the middle because then you're just going to fucking get bullets.
Though I have had successful rounds where I call it pulling a bot, because the bots always jump off and run straight down mid. They just always do that. And I've definitely had successful rounds with the Tech 9 just hopping over, running straight down, and when they're crossing over, coming up behind them and like murdering 3 or 4
because
people.
they're running to B.
Oh yeah,
right?
they're running to
okay.
B, and you're already behind them by the time they're crossing over.
But
there's no opera, you can normally catch them there pretty quickly.
But certain maps, I think we should try to play more of. If people have played Counter-Strike, you'll know these maps. But like Train, which what we showed you yesterday was a really fun one. That's one of my
Train
favorite.
I liked as well. It was the first time I'd played it last night, so
Yeah.
it was a little bit confusing.
Yeah.
But by the end of the match, I was getting okay. Like
Where you can die.
here's
from.
connector. Here's
Yeah.
like where all the different places
Yeah.
are. I got my first kill with a not short range weapon.
Yeah.
Oh, that
last
was
night.
that op that you were super stressed out when you grabbed that.
Because okay, so what happened
I was
here?
trying to coach you on like, okay, Dan, just
Just
pick it
take
up.
There
it
were-
easy,
Crouch,
slow down.
there were
Look
4
at it.
people alive,
Yeah.
right? And I was the last one alive, and I had a sawed-off shotgun. And the way Train is there's a big train yard in the middle, and there's kind of 2 raised positions
With ladders to get up
across from each other.
Yeah.
And there was a sniper with an op in each of these positions. And so I ran up the ladder of one, killed him with a shotgun, and his op kind of like flew out behind this piece of cover. And then let me be clear that when I'm the last one alive, you guys yelling stuff like he's over there and like telling me where the footsteps are coming from so I know where to turn is super fucking helpful.
Yeah.
Because otherwise I'd just get shot from behind always when I was the last
Yeah.
one alive. Because I wouldn't have seen the guy across if you had been like, there's a guy on the other
And it's funny
spot.
because when you're out there, I felt like everyone went silent. So I was like, okay, Dan, go for the
Just-
arm. Pick it up. Okay.
Yeah, because I was like, but if you
behind
looked
the
at my face and what I was doing while that was happening, I was like, I can't use that fucking gun. So when I picked it up and I was like,
It's funny because like to you, picking up an arm is like crazy, and me whenever I use it and I get like 2 or 3 kills with it, I'm just like, okay, good, like that worked that round. You guys are like, ah! I'm like, dude, no, it's like you don't understand. Like, it's just, I'm glad it worked.
but I hit
Yeah.
that guy straight center mass across. And then after I did that, I was like, I can't. And then the guy walked up the ladder and killed me. Like,
But
you were like, Dan, turn around. I was like,
I gotta kill dog. Yeah, I gotta kill. Yeah, no, that
It's pretty great.
it was.
It's pretty great.
I still enjoyed like that one match last night that we did versus the clan. Every time we got to like the half or the end, where it was like, God damn that Rico, man. It's like,
okay, that's the other thing.
It's Riccio. But-
Because of my fucking broken sound card
Yeah?
or whatever that fucked up.
oh, you can't
in
hear
business, I can never hear in-game chats.
It? Oh,
Oh, that's terrible.
yeah, it was funny, but
What-
I can't believe he's like,
Riccio.
Yeah. No, but I can't believe he's like, oh, what rank are you? I'm like, oh, like 3 gold. He's like, sounds about right, but
But they're fucking
he was like the golden
monsters.
AK thing, and I was like, man, I did way better. Sounds about right, my ass, but
Shit kicked you, buddy.
What were you saying at the end when you saw their ranks? You were like,
You were for
3
real.
gold Nova sounds about right. Get fucked.
No,
I didn't say that to them. I just
No.
yelled dumb
No,
shit, but
I
it's,
know,
yeah.
but
but
I
I,
never get aggressive.
I also want to point out that there were rounds that Dan and I would just cover ramp, and everybody else would be like, all right, they went outside last time. They're going to cover that. Dan and I would just wipe the floor with that whole team.
because we walk through radio
Yeah.
and out around outside.
And it would just be like, all right, Dan, let's just run it. All right, get your knife out. Okay, we're behind them. All right, mag 7, mag 7.
Well, no, I'm never getting my knife out because I have the Mac 10.
Yeah,
so.
fair enough.
I've now
it's just-
realized I've made it an official pact to never pull out a knife when I'm near somebody, because there's unless you've been already running with it, the knife sound is so fucking loud in that game. It's like shriek. It's like, oh well, I'm about to die from something. Might as well just backpedal and fire in their direction, and I'll kill the guy. But it's a little dumb. Like I've realized every time, like I got this, and he pulled out, and the guy 180s. I'm like,
How did you
this
know?
is so pointless. Yeah. So unless I've already got it out, but no, nowadays like. because when we were playing yesterday, I rolled up on a guy behind a dude with an AWP who's like firing at you guys. I just like kind of just kept walking into him like fuck it, like just. And that's why I was pissed because I shot.
That's my entire play style though, is walking through people with a MAC-10.
But I was sad because I killed him and then his gun flipped and then I shot the gun behind like a crate and I was like, I wanted that AWP. I can't get to it anymore.
Oh yeah, I was watching it. You were like, where'd the AWP go?
It's behind
and
him.
then you kept like trying to like
fish it out.
That's
In
pretty
the
great.
middle of people dying. It's like,
yeah,
I just need the op. I just need it.
dead and like
yeah.
it's like Devin and Dustin left me as skin already dead. And I'm just seeing their health go down as you're like.
That's why it's like I don't know. Being able to count on you guys to maybe play some Counter-Strike almost every night is pretty fun. Because
I'm craving it right now.
I
miss it.
Yeah, that's the thing is playing it more often. I get to like you know how Devin plays more often.
We should have been halfway through a competitive match by now.
But you know how Devin plays more often, then I get to play with him. But I feel like all those matches I always feel like I'm fucking garbage because I don't play enough to keep up like my like
Skill.
stay warm at like being able to aim and whatever. Like I'll play something else. I'll do other things. It's like, oh, we're playing this week. Okay, cool. Oh no, I hated that. That was kind of shit. But playing it more and more often and getting used to getting better at it or whatever is a pretty awesome feeling. Because now, like the change from like playing last week to now this week playing more often and then hitting like a game like we had last night, which is like, yeah, okay, now I think
Now
I'm
you
back
remember
into
why
it.
you feel.
Now
why
you
love
are an
this game.
op god.
Now I can play this again. But yeah, I don't know. I want to play more of it.
God, so many moments from that fucking clan game. Like that one where it's Devin and one guy left and he walks up the ladder into heaven. And then you don't start shooting at the guy right away. You kind of start walking up on him. And he turns around and Riccio's like, Devin, no!
Well, you don't understand because your sound wasn't up. Because when he stepped off the ladder, he was walking. But
he didn't turn and look right away.
No, because Devin let go of shift and you hear, that's why the guy 180. And I was like, like, you fucking shoot right now. I heard the footstep and like, if there's a camera on my face, I've just been like I'm about to murder Devin from like making us lose this round, and then he like the dude started firing at the same time, but I guess Devin won. But like it was just
The
fact that he let go of fucking walk for a second. I'm gonna.
The thing about that's amazing about that nuke in like specific. I always use the Mag 7 if I'm on counter terrorist, and I can just pretty much do surgery with that gun. Like it's almost always a straight chest shot, and I can always take somebody out with it.
I'm sorry, Twitch is buffering the video that I'm showing in the top right, but it's still playing. But it just has the fucking circle.
That's great.
I'm just gonna refresh it.
That's absolutely great.
God damn it, Design.
Like Dan has seen some of the most ridiculous shit I've done with a Mag 7.
Man, the whole us covering ramp there, whenever they walk down radio, you're throwing a flashbang around the corner, I'm throwing a firebomb, and this clan was just walking through firebombs.
Wow.
They didn't give a fuck. But that means Devin standing around the corner with a Mag 7, as long as he gets a fucking glancing shot, they're fucking dead.
The thing is, if the firebomb goes off, you have like 2 ticks of damage tends to still be okay. So if it's like landing on you as you're running through it, if you just push through, it's okay. Because it's when you stutter and you're like, oh
no,
no,
they were like fully like, I throw the firebomb well
And
before
then
they're
just
there,
walk
and
through
they
it?
are just fucking walking through.
Yeah, that was stupid then.
But then I shoot the first one that comes out, and then they're all running at me because I'm the threat there, and then he just like
but
They're almost
doing surgery.
Yeah, pretty much.
you got to think about there's like a whole mindset that you also have to think about. Like when we were playing last night, we took it a little bit more seriously. We were doing like lots of call outs, and like if you died by someone, you had like me yelling at like, instead of saying a location, I'd be like, that barrel to the left right there, just yes, shoot. And then then you'd be like, okay, right, okay. Then you'd get them. But if you think of like a whole clan playing, they're probably just, I don't want to say like everybody thinks this way, but I tend to figure like people, if you're playing with a whole clan, you all have the tag, it's all 5 of you, you're all talking on Skype. Like us, we play it for a good time, but we also kind of take it seriously. But if you're playing as a clan, there's a certain like you think you're king shit type of thing where I don't know how to say it. Like people think they're playing better than they are, but then they start getting rocked because they're like, no, wait, we gotta take this seriously. Like people running through fire. If you're playing seriously, you would never do that shit. You'd be like, okay, no, we're gonna wait, we're gonna turn around, we're gonna do something else. But if you think you're better than the other team because you guys are hooked up all 5
just
of
like,
you,
whatever,
fine.
we'll walk
It's like,
through this
we got
fire.
this. We're probably scrubs, but
And then they
It's-
just get shit on. It's
Yeah.
a magical feeling.
but
To be fair, in the grand scheme of Counter-Strike, I'm a pretty big fucking scrub.
yeah, but
But
I
you're
only
learning.
just got my rank last
yeah,
night.
that's true.
But the thing is, you're willing to learn a lot of the technique that comes along with like playing a great Counter-Strike round, and you're willing to learn the call outs and call out to other people, and like that's the difference in some of the other players I've played with. That yes, they may be slightly scrubby, but they won't learn. Like I'll play with people who aren't ranked, and I'm calling out specifically like where this is, and they're randoms, and I don't know them, but you can clearly see like off their kill cam they have no idea what the fuck you are talking about. So it can be a little bit much sometimes playing with the randoms that way.
We've gotten into a bad habit of whenever there's 4 of us, if the random does anything to piss one of us off, it's just like, vote to kick? Yep.
I feel bad because the guy's like, wait, what? Gone. You're like,
Well, no, the 2 people that we did this to...
We're pretty shit.
Well, one of them was just horrid. Like, it would be better to have a bot because the bot can shoot straight.
Yeah.
And the other one was shooting Devin.
That's fine.
So...
And it was like, it took everything in my being not to fucking get another 7-day ban.
Well, it was like... After we kind of got out of CT spawn, you just like put some shots into his knees, then we voted to kick him.
Yeah.
The
I'm a great counter terrorist player. You know, I shoot my teammates, hope for the best.
I forgot what I want to say. Anyways, we're gonna play a lot more Counter-Strike. I'm pretty sure, and you guys will hear more about it. But,
God, and like, I was never gonna use another gun besides MAC-10 MP9.
Yeah.
Then Devin threw me a shotgun in the train match there.
Yeah.
Oh man, that is just, it's so fun.
It's
jumping on top of those train cars, killing those fuckers. That was great.
The thing is you using a shotgun, using a MAC-10 gets you used to snapping on people really fast. And then once you've got that
Well,
down,
I find that now that I've been doing the MAC-10 a lot, which is, I do a lot of pre-firing with that gun.
Yeah.
It's just walking around corners, already shooting.
Yeah.
And I feel like I'm always adjusting my aim after I'm around the corner.
Yeah.
Whereas with a shotgun, you kind of got to be
I don't know
on point because your first bullet had better hit.
Yeah.
Because in the time that it takes you to pump the next shell in, there is enough time for almost any other gun in the game to kill you.
Yeah. But the thing is, I don't know if you noticed whenever I was playing, is whenever it almost looks like you're playing with an aimbot. Because
Me?
no, whenever I was playing.
Oh, you, yeah.
Like where I know there's a corner and I'm always focusing on like that little inch, even as I'm like rotating around it, like I don't stray from where people could be. And I'm like checking exactly like super retardedly.
Well, that's the crazy thing about watching you play when, like if you're last one or second last one left and you are concentrating, is you're always looking at the right spot.
Yeah.
Because you are always like, you hear the footsteps, you aim down sights, and the first like pixel of the guy, you are boom, dead. And then you're turning around and you're looking at another spot, and then you strafe around the corner and you're looking at the right spot for when you strafe out the side, just boom, dead.
Yeah.
And that's I can't.
So that's what I'm saying is the more you use MAC-10s and the more stuff where you're just used to snapping and you know where people are going to be, it's easier for you to be like, not that you're not taking it seriously, but you can now go like, okay, I want to take this game seriously, and okay, now if I use an AK, it's the same thing where you're going to turn the corner, and instead of spraying, then you're just going to have to get used to. That's it. So
that's the thing I learned with
I've
the
started
AK
buying
real
a
quick.
MAC-10 and a Tech 9
yeah.
at the same time because MAC-10 is just total fucking garbage at
Yeah.
long range.
Yeah.
Like even if I'm going tap tap tap, the bullets are going like.
Yeah.
But the Tech 9 has got me kind of used to the tapping
Yeah.
thing a little more. But
Well, the two guns that I actually used yesterday, which is it's really weird because ever since when I've played them in Condition 0 and like 1.6 and all that stuff or Source, the FAMAS and the Galil, like, Galil was always okay for spraying, but the FAMAS was always super garbage. I always found it garbage. But I've started using both of those more and more often, and it's kind of insane how with like proper aim or really good control, you can I'm enjoying the FAMAS and the Galil more than the AK and the M4 respectively, like on each side. But yeah, anyways, yeah, Counter-Strike, it's really fucking crazy.
that's the other weird role that I've kind of fallen into
Yeah.
by accident while we're playing because MAC-10s are cheap.
Yeah.
So it's all. If any of you ever end up in the situation where it's like I have no fucking money, it's like I've got like $8,000. It's just,
Yeah.
do you want an op? Do you want a Negev? Like I don't even.
Yeah.
Oh man, that a couple nights ago where you're just like second to last round, Devin. I'm just like here, Negev.
Yeah, I was just like,
just
oh
walking
yeah.
around corners. Just
It was like the pre-fire was a good like 15 seconds before they turned the corner. So it's just like, yeah, this is 75 rounds down. I got another 75
we
left.
went to ramp and I threw a firebomb in there. and then they started coming out and kind of like trying to jump the firebomb, but you were already halfway through your Negev clip, just firing into the doorway. Not even any sort of cover, just bullets going everywhere, and I am not even shooting because I am laughing so hard. People are just walking out of the doorway, just fucking getting annihilated.
I won that round though. That was when I won the Negev. Like that was the game winner on that clan match, and it was just the dude was there. I had reloaded. Dude jumped out, got the single headshot, and just like threw all my guns on the ground. It was like, done. Fucking this game's done. It was great.
But anyways, move away from Counter-Strike for a little bit.
We play. That's the thing I think we've all played most this week.
Yeah,
other than maybe you, because you've been doing daytime cast.
But anything else you guys been playing this week?
I've actually been playing a bunch of little things on the Vita.
Okay.
I played some Spelunky.
Cool.
Which I
nice.
played a little bit of.
Yeah.
I was offline, so I wasn't doing any daily challenge stuff. But
Cool.
I appeased the Tunnel Man for the first time.
To get
So it's
the jungle one? The jungle shortcut?
No, the first time I'd gotten to him and had what he wanted.
Oh.
Yeah,
okay.
I'm no good at that game.
Okay. No, I was checking. checking.
You beat the game this week.
Yeah, Kumar came over for random cast, and he literally called me up, and I was just ending my cast, and it was a day where I didn't have to go to class because like we could do the lab at home or whatever. And I'm like, I just ended it, and I texted him like, oh Kumar, like earlier in that day, I texted him like, Kumar, I'm probably gonna be home today, whatever. So I end the cast, and he calls me up. He calls like literally as I'm ending it. I'm standing up, and my phone's ringing. I'm like, he's like, turn it back on. I'll be there in like 10 minutes. Like whatever. We'll do this Splunky for at least like an
he was
hour.
watching in the car or some shit.
Or because he had left, or I messaged him. I told him I was streaming, and he's kind of arrives. So I'm just like, oh, I just turned the cast back on. Everybody's confused as fuck as to why the cast is back on. I'm like, this is Kumar's coming. Kumar's gonna play Splunky. And then we've recorded multiple attempts for the YouTube channel to try and beat Spelunky. We always failed and got worse and worse and worse. He comes over. We haven't played. I haven't even played that game seriously in a long time.
Well, since you guys went back to school, we haven't really done anything.
Exactly.
Right?
And so he comes over, and it was like first time in a long time. He plays it. He's really good. Whatever. Not that I actually did much for the playthrough. I guess that makes sense. But first attempts, we fully got through. Beat the boss. We went through hell. We got like the special ending thing, not the eggplant ending, but we got through everything. We went through the black market. We did fucking everything except we skipped on the mothership because we knew we'd die. But we beat it. We fucking fully beat the game. I got like trophies on both my Vita because I was playing on the Vita, so we got trophies on both. Just unlocking.
The funny thing of me looking at your trophies, because Kumar commented on your like, beat it the hard way or whatever.
Yeah.
You have beat it the hard way, but not like beat it.
Oh yeah.
Because beating it the normal way is just beating Olmec and then credits, right?
But
then beating it the hard way is doing all the extra stuff after that, and I think that's funny that you're just like, just skip the normal and you just pro'd it right to the full end.
The funny thing is he also tried to get me the achievement for beating it with 500,000 gold or whatever.
Right.
And so we lead up to it. We did the final boss. We got it up to like 450 or something. And if you beat the game, you get 1,000. So we're watching the money go up. We're watching the money go up, and then it stops at like 300K. He's like, didn't like 400, and then it adds like the 1,000. We ended with like 4,200. It's 4,020. 420,000, whatever. And then he's just like, what the fuck just happened there? Like, why did you get that achievement? And then I don't know. The game decided to jip us and just didn't want to make me get every awesome achievement for that game or trophy. But then we did some deathmatch, and he tried to claim. We tried to see who was better at the game, and so we did best of 5. So first to 5 wins, sorry. And I won both the first matches, the 5 wins. Like I beat the shit out of him. Like it wasn't even close. So he's like, fuck it, we'll do another one. And then he won, and then he won. And then to do a tiebreaker instead of doing a 5-game match, we just did a 1-on-1. And it spawned us into like this map that had spikes goddamn everywhere. And we're just at the top of it, so it just starts us throwing grenades, and like somehow we both hit at the same time. We both did the exact same shit, but I'm the one that got tagged by a grenade and got flung around and exploded and stuff. And I was like, God damn it. So Kumar won after being a wuss and not quitting after the first 2 wins I got in a row. But I was tired out. I was tapped out. I didn't have it anymore.
That's your excuse? That's what you're going with?
Yeah, we'll say that. Plus, he was cheating. No, but no. Spelunky's really awesome. It's cool to be able to go through it via Kumar because I wouldn't be able to do it myself. I'd be stuck with I can get to like jungle, but I can usually like one of the ice level. I'm dead.
I've been to ice caves twice. I died in the first level both times.
But Spelunky's pretty sweet. I want to get back into it.
Fucking hard.
Yeah,
It always beats the shit out of me whenever I play it.
They put out a new patch on the PC version that added like a pro UI that doesn't have like the huge banner. The font is smaller and stuff.
It's just
they have a
like
timer per level and
it's
per
all
overall.
up in the corners,
Yeah.
and it's just like these are the items you have.
Yeah, I don't know when that's going to come out for the PS3 or Vita or 360 or any of that stuff, but it's at least on Steam right now, so expect it maybe at some point. But,
yeah, maybe in like a few weeks.
yeah.
Sure. Like,
But it's pretty cool that he's still patching that.
and things.
Yeah. You guys been playing anything else?
I have also played on the Vita Dust Force.
Ooh. Okay.
That's fun.
Yeah.
I definitely like the fact that it has a functional controller support
Okay.
on a system rather than the PC, which is just like, you better use a keyboard or a half functioning controller.
Okay.
That game is very difficult,
Okay.
but I feel like it's because
You don't get it.
there's a lot of wall and ceiling running
Oh.
required
Okay.
to get a lot of the like. So what Dust Force is for people that don't know is it's a platformer very much in the vein of Super Meat Boy, where you're trying to make your way very precisely through a level at as fast as you can.
Yeah.
Because you're timed. But on different surfaces throughout the level, there is leaves or dust or goop or whatever, and you're like a janitor.
Yeah.
And so you're running through the level with your broom or your vacuum or whatever, and you're trying to make contact with all these surfaces on your way to the end, which is usually a bunch of enemies. And at the end of the level, you're scored on if you like how many times you let your combo drop, which is not hitting one of those surfaces or killing an enemy a certain amount of time. How much of the stuff you cleaned
up, or,
and how long it took you.
It's and you said it's all like Super Meat Boy, except for the ways to keep up your speed, to keep up your combo, require a shit ton more finesse and like.
Well, yeah,
it's way more
because in
complicated.
Super Meat Boy, I feel like,
There's left, right, and there's jump and there's sprint.
and
But
I
this
feel like
one-
you could get some more like there's some wall jump tactics, but they're all still within the same vein of controls. Whereas in this, if you're going up a wall, you have to be holding it in the direction of the wall, but also up.
Yeah.
So it's like it's diagonal to go up the wall this way, and then what the game does a lot is like a U loop.
Yeah.
So you run in on the ground and then come out on the ceiling. I feel like the ceiling controls are very lackluster in that game because I feel like you're supposed to hit up, but I feel like the game really was built for keyboard because I feel like if you're running with a keyboard in that game, you can very easily let off and press again to like, okay, now be on the ceiling.
Yeah.
But with a stick, and I found that it does work if you let off and do it, but half the time you're just falling if you let off the stick, right? So it's tough. You can definitely get used to it.
Yeah.
But the music and just the look of that game is good, and you can play a very decent chunk of content without worrying too much about 100%ing levels, basically. Okay. So it's a lot of fun. That was part of the PlayStation Play thing. And also this week I bought TXK.
Okay.
That
was that
the thing you said was just Space Giraffe.
But it's just Space Giraffe, but like copy paste. Like the levels are all the same. It seems like, at least from what I've seen. He's probably done some changes with the way you like level up or earn little weird things. But
so what that game is like a what game is Space Giraffe?
Vector. I think it's Vector something, where it's like a square, but it's like a hexagon, but you kind of like clip along the edges and things come along. You're supposed to spin in a circle.
It's different formations of a line, whether they join up at some point or not.
Well, I mean, like the game it's copying was just a Tempest. It's copying Tempest.
Okay,
that's what it is.
Sure.
But
games, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's okay. I was trying to think of it.
But so it's giving you different formations of a line, and you're always moving, just left or right on the line, whether you're going around a circle, whatever happens to that line.
Yeah.
Whatever, but there's enemies coming up from the bottom, and you're along the top, and you're shooting down at them.
Yeah.
And so, from what I've seen, there's like the basic little just flippy enemies that slowly make their way up.
Yeah.
There's flowers which kind of shoot their way up, and they have stems that you have to shoot.
Yep.
Because otherwise, on your way down, when you finish the level, you can hit a stem and explode.
Just like Space Giraffe, yeah.
Then there's
you can also hop, can't you? Like back up a little bit and get over like
so if enemies get to the top, it's not just like you're dead.
Yeah.
You can either like kind of slowly scoot your way over because the gun is so your thing is like a little U.
Yeah.
And the gun is always firing from the tip of the U that is the direction you're moving in.
Yeah.
So if you're slowly scooching over to an enemy that's up top, you only die if they hit you in the middle. So you can kind of put your leg over them and then shoot.
Okay.
And you'll kill them. But as you're playing the level, as you kill enemies, and just by random happenstance, there's like these power-ups that kind of fly towards the top, and you grab them, and then they'll unlock kind of things in random order.
Yeah.
So one of the things is the jump
Yeah.
that you're talking about, where you can actually jump up in the air, and that lets you more easily combat those enemies that have gotten to the top. And also, like, if a power-up flies up past you, you can jump and grab it before it goes off the screen.
The only thing I'd be curious about is that on the 360 for Space Draft, when he made that, is that there was always a lot of shit going on screen to the point where you just kind of you couldn't tell what was an enemy, what was the power up coming at you, what was the stem, because it was doing like the what's that shooter with music,
Super or Geometry Wars?
No, well, yeah, but one where it plays with your own music and it's crazy and just like fucking shooting colors in your
Talking
face.
about Beat Hazard?
Beat Hazard, where it kind of had that effect going on, where everything was like just changing colors, and it was like, oh, that's a power up, no, that's a bullet, ah, you just like it would just hurt your head. So the Vita,
I feel like it's easier to manage. I feel like it's easy to manage on this one because long before the enemies are on the screen, before they've reached the playable zone, there are little dots below the lane they're popping up in. And it's color coded to what that enemy is.
Oh, okay. See that like
so
like
the
that
red ones
exist.
are the basic enemies.
Okay.
There's orange ones, which are like these cubes that when you shoot them spawn like 6 basic enemies. The flowers are green.
Okay. See, stuff like that was lacking in Space Draft. So you just have
maybe the flowers are blue and the power ups are green.
Okay. Because in Space Draft you just have psychedelic colors of like an asterisk coming at you. You're like, I don't know if that's a fucking power up or a bullet, and it hits you, and you're like, that was a bullet. Okay. I know that next time,
Well,
but then you don't know.
the enemies are all like, say, like 1 cubic square.
Okay.
And the power-ups and like 1-ups are like a line of 4 squares.
Okay, so there's changes.
It's a very visible difference
Cool.
as to
Cool.
what I should run into and what I shouldn't. But as you pick up those power-ups, they kind of unlock things in like a weird different order.
Yeah.
So you get like... I've gotten jump as the first power-up.
Okay.
And every time you can progress in a level, you lose whatever
Yeah.
power-ups you've gotten. You have to get them again. But it's like you get jump. You have an AI drone that will kind of run around and shoot stuff. You've got just different point totals.
Okay.
And it's got a weird announcer like the first... As you pick up power-ups, if you're getting points...
Yeah.
It's like 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, but they're each named different things.
Fantastic. So it's are like just like weird.
Well, no, like 1,000 is beauty.
Yeah, that's right.
2,000 is like, oh God, I can't even remember. But like 4,000 is heaven, and
doesn't it say weird shit also when you're like zooming in at the end? Like I know in Space Draft it'd be like, sorry, but your llama's in another castle, and it would just like do like some weird shit, and you're like,
yeah, it's like,
fuck, did it just say?
Except it's like weird. What's the word I'm looking for? You know, in Portal, it's like fantacular. You know, they make up that word or whatever. Portal. It's all like amalgamations of shit like that it says at the end. Yeah. But also sometimes, and I don't know what causes it. I feel like it's mostly when you jump and catch a power up. Yeah. It just says like it goes like boom, and you get like you got a hug, but it's just fucking nothing in the game, and it's like. But I always seem to get you get a cup of tea, and it's like.
Did I ever show you Space Draft?
No, I've never seen it.
I should load it up for you just for like 10 seconds. Be like, look, and you'll be like, and that was in 2008 or whatever the hell it was. But
well, this is all fresh for me. So it's fun. And it's on Vita, so it's just
it is really cool. Yeah,
pulling it out in the bus and just.
Oh yeah, it's definitely better for handheld little things, but
it's pretty sweet.
It's got sick music too.
Yes, yeah, it does. What else have you been playing, Dan?
Threes.
I hate you for that.
Devin's been playing this entire podcast. I haven't yet had the chance to try it. I've been hearing good things about it though. Threes
is a match 2 game, oddly enough.
Is it when you have a 3?
Yeah, it's kind of weird, eh?
Is it that card game with the 3s and you put them sideways and then you gotta dodge the pipes, and then because if your 3 hits the top of the pipe, falls down, you get a high score. And then you did.
That was a really weird segue. I didn't like that.
It's not a segue. It's a. Yeah. Anyway.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It was a Flappy Bird joke.
Oh.
It was a joke.
Should probably be I should probably be offended by that.
And trigger the canned laughter tape track. Laughter. Holy shit. That shit was donkey crazy. Yeah, no.
That shit was donkey crazy.
Like you have like a sound effect that plays like, oh my god, like a donkey.
So
Most
threes.
fucked up laugh track. It's like an elaborate like storyline going on.
I feel like threes is very difficult to explain because I tried to explain it to you right before we started this, and I was just kind of like, okay, so you swipe, and there's ones and twos.
Okay,
When you
so
swipe,
want
the
me
whole
to-
screen moves.
All right, so I'm gonna
Say like a
I'm
swipe
gonna
game.
describe
Go,
this.
go.
A swipe game where you put
Okay,
threes.
so it's a 4x4 grid. When you start a game, there are random numbers placed, anywhere from numbers 1, 2, and 3.
Hold on
Any kind
now.
of a random
Are
placement.
these numbers alive, Devin?
Well, kind of.
Not the ones and twos.
Not the ones
Oh.
and twos. The 3 and up are alive, and they all have different names and stuff like that you can check
And
out.
personalities.
And personalities. So the way that you do is you swipe up, down, left, or right, and what you want to do is you want to combine 1 and 2 together to make 3, and then you want to combine 2 3s together to make a 6. You want to combine 2 6s together to make a 12,
And
2
so
12 together
forth,
to make
yeah.
and so on and so forth. And it just goes up exponentially from there.
Wait, Devin, could you show this to us?
Probably.
Is there a way that, by some happenstance...
Wait. Doesn't this crash OBS?
No, it doesn't.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Is there, by
Airplay.
some happenstance, that you could
Riccio's PC.
show us what it would look
Mirroring.
like?
Are you sure this doesn't?
Done.
Perfect. So there's some way, Devin, that you're saying that you could
Yeah.
actually show us.
Yeah.
You're pretty early. Can you just start from the beginning?
All right.
What you're telling me is I can't actually see it.
No,
Uh-huh.
hit main menu. Go like there, and then main menu, and then
Oh,
quit.
well, that's not what I wanted.
And then,
Whoa.
whoa, what'd you do?
It's just... Ooh, that's not
Oh
what I wanted.
God, what have you done?
Hey, there you go. Wow.
You're,
Perfect. Totally losing...
You like kind
Play
of
threes.
stretched it all weird.
Yeah, that's
whatever.
fine. There's no way to fix
Yeah.
it.
All right. So this is threes. So you drop.
Just
you
leave
can
it, just leave it.
You can swipe to.
No.
Continue.
You swipe to kind of combine them together.
So when you swipe, it moves every tile in that direction that could possibly move. But in order to combine a tile, it has to be pushed up against a wall or a set of other tiles that aren't going to move, so that the tile that can combine with it pushes into it. And as you might see along the bottom edge of each of these tiles, they all have faces and they say stuff, and it's
They're
adorable, and the
adorable.
music is amazing.
It's pretty great.
Okay.
It's honestly it's oddly addicting.
It's from the makers of Puzzle Juice, and I feel like Puzzle Juice was much in the same way, where the game is not fast. You can kind of sit and take your time. Like, while Puzzle Juice was kind of billed as like Tetris, but you're like writing words, you could play that game, the same game match of that for like hours. Like, it wouldn't ever really speed up to the point where it'd be like, okay, I got to quickly make a word here. Like, you'd be kind of like, okay, I'm going to fill half the screen with letters, trying to make as many long words as I can, and then just do that again.
Okay.
Threes is very much the same way, where he's playing very quickly right now, but there's no pressure on him to do so.
Okay.
He can take as long as he wants to think out the move, and you can kind of, if you don't let off your finger after a swipe, it'll kind of show you like, okay, this is what's going to move. Yeah, like that. See, so it's saying the 1 and 2 there will combine. Those 2 6s will combine as opposed to one of the other ones, right? So you can kind of see where the tiles are going. So you can very much play it at your own pace. And
I'm out of moves.
yeah. So the game ends when the 4x4 grid is totally filled up and you can't swipe in any direction to combine anything.
And then it tallies up all your points. And this one was a terrible run, so I only got 399.
My best score is
Swamphill?
Sompil.
It's this keyboard on this fucking app is retarded. It always adds random letters to the end of my name. So I've got high scores that are Sompy J, Sumpil, Sd. It's ridiculous.
What's your highest score on this right now, Devin?
1,500?
My highest score is 3,084.
Wow.
Damn. That's a number.
Damn, that is.
I do also want to point out this weird thing that I discovered, because I thought Riccio had played that game because Game Center gave me a high score with his picture in front of it.
Did it
he
not?
didn't know what the game was when I came over here. So
Confusing.
that was a little weird. But
Confusing.
Yeah.
Absolute confusion.
yeah.
Mayhem, if you will.
Also, for people saying like, sounds like Dan got off his Magic high. No, I also played 2 Magic Online drafts this week, but I'm not talking about it because you guys are not playing Magic.
Yeah. I tried,
would
but you
love
wouldn't.
to talk about what I did in these drafts.
We tried to play
Not.
Extreme Magic, but you wouldn't shove your cards into pizzas or eat them, so fuck it. Magic's dead to me.
That's a little weird.
What have you been playing, you guys?
I actually played some Nether this week, and there was a huge patch that came out for Nether this February 7th, 10th, 11th, 6th,
One of these
maybe
dates.
the 5th.
Sure.
It wasn't the 4th.
I'm feeling it.
I'm going to say it was the 7th.
Close enough.
Okay. So they added this huge patch in, which now has crafting.
Okay.
It has flashbangs, smoke grenades, and regular grenades. It has.
Does it have magic? Can you play magic in it?
No, but they have something called a Nether bomb, which is like this glass jar of like green liquid that you throw, and whatever it hits, the Nether will just like stampede the shit out of it and just start hitting it. It doesn't matter what it is. You hit it against a wall, they all just run and hit the wall for like 5 minutes. It's great for hunting Nether.
Oh dear.
They also improved the leveling system, so you level pretty intensely now. When as before it was like kill 1 or 2 Nether, you got to level 3, and then it was really slow and it took a while to progress. Now it's a little bit more rapid. They also changed around the game where assault rifles and sniper rifles are not. They do not spawn into the world randomly. You have to craft them. So to craft a sniper rifle, you need a 7.62 barrel, you need a 4x scope, and you need a rifle stock. The first 2 items there, the barrel and the scope, are readily available. You can find them anywhere. But the rifle stock is actually, it's pretty rare, and it kind of limits the amount of assault rifles and sniper rifles you can have in the game, which is both good and bad. So as someone who kind of got in late on the update, I'm now finding that a lot of people have sniper rifles or assault rifles, and they're camping the safe zones. Like, just camping them like nobody's business right now. And they've also reduced the amount of loot that you can find. Well, relevant loot. They've added these gun parts, so that's how you kind of find rifle stocks and stuff like that. But they've added that to the loot table, which has then kicked out a lot of the other spawn locations for food and stuff like that. So where you might find, a couple bags of chips, maybe some money, and maybe some other items you can sell, it'll now maybe be like a bag of chips and and just like a rifle part. That's it.
Oh wow.
So it's seriously reduced now in the amount of stuff. So the standard areas that I go to, not a lot of people find or know about yet or haven't explored. So I'm still getting a lot of loot, but it's not really relevant loot. Like I've got like a whole bunch of 7.62 barrels, a whole bunch of scopes, and like it's not really food and specifics that I need. So I managed to get a sniper rifle, which was great.
Sure.
And I played for about 4 hours. Had a big bunch of sniper rifle ammo. I had about 50 rounds, which is pretty huge. I had a pistol, and I was just kind of motoring along and doing stuff well. I ended up killing 8 people in about 2 hours, which is
Nether.
Which is a new record for me.
Always gotta check with you, Devin. Just gonna make sure.
No, so I ended up.
It's a new record for me. Just murder spree.
So the thing that I ran into
Police are after me.
was I was on this server and I killed some dude, and it had a clan name, then a name in his actual name. And then I killed him and took all his stuff, and he had a decent amount of stuff. He had a nice backpack and like a couple of shotguns, some nice ammo, stuff like that. And then all I see in all chat is, "Yo, it's fucking on." I was like, "What?" Like I type back, I'm like, "Dude, it's Nether. Like, relax. I shot you. So what?" Types me back, "No, you don't fucking understand. All of my buddies are now hunting you."
You should have been like, "Do you understand who I am?
But here's the
Do
thing.
you know who you're dealing with?"
But here's the thing: is like I didn't have that much. I didn't have a lot of guns. I didn't have a lot of stuff. Like I was running on empty at this point. I was like, fuck, like, should I switch servers? Should I leave it alone? I was like, nah, fuck it, I won't switch servers. We'll see how it goes. Not an issue. Ended up going around, killed a couple other people, and then all I see in the all chat is, yo, I know where he is. I'm like, oh, fuck. Like, I should probably either log or start running towards the safe zone, because there's always, like, change servers.
Turn into a tree. Oh,
so when you change servers, there's a 5-second delay.
Make like a tree and get the fuck out.
So there's always a 5-second delay.
From Boondock or whatever. Boondock Saints.
Yeah.
Make like a tree and get the
fuck out of here. So when
that
you go,
originates from Back to the Future, FYI.
when you go to log out of Nether,
Biff.
there's a 5-second delay, which leaves you really vulnerable, especially if someone's hunting you down, because they'll check every corner where you're laying down or crouching. And I have definitely killed people who have been logging out of the server before, so I know you're vulnerable. So you tend to, like, when someone's hunting you, you tend not to stay in the same place unless you think you can take them. But I thought there was a pack of like 5 or 6 people. I ended up like booking towards a safe zone, just like fucking sprinting, not caring about stealth at all. Fucking turn around behind me, and there's 3 dudes with like assault rifles just chasing me the fuck down, like shooting at me. Bullets are whizzing by my head. Hit a couple of times. I'm drinking energy drinks because they immediately restore all of your stamina. So I'm just like sprinting and drinking. I am within 2 steps of being safe in the safe zone, and all I hear is this fucking sniper shot ring out, and in the in-game chat of, yo boys, I got him. That was it. I was so fucking angry. I fucking uninstalled Nether off of my computer. And this is like, I had been evading these guys for about 2.5 hours and killing them and like just being a sweet ass Nether player. And it's just one fucking sniper shot. If I had like 2 more health or just had it been those 2 steps more into that safe zone, I would have fucking made it. And it would have been great. I could have logged and I could have just laughed and like yelled at them in in-game chat. But it's just this dude, yo, I fucking got him. And then everybody else was like, yeah, we got him. We got all his shit. I was like, fucking hate this
You know
game.
what you need to do? You need to rally all of our viewers that have Nether
Devin was
and go
supposed
back
to play with me on the weekend, but he skimped and now he's dead.
Yeah.
and go back with a vengeance
But here,
and take these guys out and be like,
No, so-
you don't know who you were dealing
Here's what
with.
Devin needs to do. First, he's got to hack the game. And what he's going to do here is next time that happens...
Well, you have all the hacks for him, right?
Yeah,
'Cause you
I
hack
could
everything.
just give him all the hacks.
Yeah.
So he's going to go in and he's going to hack Nether and he's going to be running towards it. But next time when they're like shooting him, he's going to turn around and he's going to be like, hold on, fellas. And then he's going to hit his hack button. And then all you hear is like, stand by for Titanfall. And a fucking like Titan is going to drop on one of their buddies, crush him, fucking dead.
And that's the moment where they're like, oh!
And then missiles don't exist in this game, but it's the Unreal Engine. So whatever the fuck, missiles go and just whatever. Camp's gone, everybody's dead. And then like you're going to hit a button and then it's going to pull all their little loot bags towards you. And then you can just kind of, I don't know.
You're holding
Okay,
all the loot
so-
bags in front of
But
you.
the point is you just hit the button for Titanfall. Titanfall standby.
I am going to mention that when I first got my sniper rifle, I went to my favorite hunting post,
Yeah.
which is clearly you can see the main like safe zone, and you can see an area where a lot of meds spawn. So a lot of people always run towards the meds, like if they have Nether after them or something like that. So there was one dude booking it, like had about probably 5 or 6 like Nether after him, and he's just screaming in all like in-game chat, like, help me, anybody out there, just fucking help me, like, I'll give you shit if you just help me. And like, you know, the Nether kind of like swarm after you. And all I did was just like, I had like 4 shots for my rifle, just like put the mag in,
You helped him out.
cock the bolt, and he's just like, at this point he's run past my sniper post and like is going down the street in the opposite direction towards the safe zone to like try and make it safe. I just put 1 round into the back of his head and just type in all chat, was that the help you're looking for? And the dude just fucking raged. Was like, you piece of shit. Like, I would have given you guns and shit. Like, why did you kill me? I just like walked down to my sniper post, killed all the Nether that was like over his corpse, and picked up all his shit and was like, because I can just take it for free. Just like walked away. It was magical. I was like, this is why I play this game. There's never a moment in that game. Like if you're in a server, there's 64 players max. And if you're in a server that's above 25 players or even 22 players, you always have to make the assumption that there is someone who is fucking watching you through a sniper scope. That's always a safe assumption. So you'll get like, you'll always can tell who's new in the game because they're just fucking running from building to building, just like trying to find shit, running down main streets. Whereas the people who know how to play the game are like crouch walking around corners, like popping out, popping back in, checking zones, like adjusting on like obviously scoping down areas. So you can always, that group that was hunting me of like 3 dudes, I could have probably killed 1 or 2 of them, and I had in the past. But it was getting to the point where it's like 2 dudes would immediately pop around the corner and just like scope down an assault rifle. And that's like, all right, if they see me, I'm fucked. So I'm just going to back away into this corner and hope they pass me. So you have this really weird dynamic of like, some people join together, some people don't. And you have to be careful about who you pick sides with, because there's 0 trust in that game. And if you trust someone, you're probably made a fucking mistake.
You're made of mistake?
No, probably
like
made
bad
a
steak?
mistake. Yeah, like bad steak.
Like missed steak. Like, oh, it was going towards my mouth and then it didn't.
Misty steak.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I have to
you've reinstalled it, or
I'm gonna reinstall it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's by no way is my experience with Nether done.
Okay.
But
good.
The issue is I haven't found a server that's been like below 10, and the way that I worked before was like I found a server that was below 10 and just went and collected a whole bunch of shit for like 2 or 3 hours, and then I had gear that I could go to other high pop servers and win against some of the more experienced clan players.
Okay. You should get yourself a clan. That'd be pretty crazy.
Yeah, that would be awesome. Would totally be down for that. I see Staggerman's got the Nether Sompy fan club. NSFC.
I don't. Piss stack.
What?
It's
What?
like Sompy's stack, because you're like Sompy stack, but it sounds like some piss stack.
No.
No?
No.
How long is this podcast so far?
The clouded grundle bus. About an hour.
Should
bad.
probably get to Riccio's games. Do you
Whoa.
have anything
Go
else
ahead.
of
No,
note,
no.
Devin?
That's about it. Just Counter-Strike, Nether. Played a little bit of FTL, which was strangely refreshing, and I was really frustrated, so I just was like, I need something to fucking calm me down and just like relax me. I was like, FTL, and got into FTL, and then I got fucked in FTL, and it was like, this game didn't help. Fuck this video gaming shit, and just like,
I'll get you guys into Magic one day.
yeah, it was not a pleasant experience.
I'll make it happen.
Cool.
So what'd you play, Rocco?
I played video games.
Oh,
Wow.
What kind of video?
video games.
Video games. So I was playing Overlord last week and finished it. I didn't finish the expansion, Overlord Raising Hell.
You'd already rage quit Castlevania, by the
Yeah,
last
I'd rage
podcast,
quit, yeah.
right? Yeah.
Fuck that game. Fuck it. No, yeah, I'm done with Castlevania. I might actually go back to it at one point. People actually want to see me finish it. I think it's more just to see me angry, but we'll see.
Well, there's good plot in that game.
But there's so much bad. Maybe I'll go back to it. I don't know. Anyways,
Can you just knock it down to easy?
But it's not even like the difficulty that bothers me. It's the design.
but then you'd
Yeah,
be
I could
speeding through the
cruise.
combat way faster, and so the like design stuff would
Yeah, I guess so.
the design stuff would still hinder you the same, but there would be less barrier between getting to that stuff,
I guess so.
right?
Maybe. Yeah, I could try it. Anyways, my happy game, Overlord. I finished it this week. I didn't do the DLC because it seemed like it was mostly like, oh, go to a portal to hell and do like a weird, harder thing that is weird. And I was like, I've finished the story, so I'm done.
Climb a 50-floor tower.
Yeah, no. But yeah, no, Overlord was fucking amazing. I'm actually super stoked. I don't use that. Stoked to play.
I am rubbing off on. Oh, never mind. I was gonna say something that.
What is playing Overlord 2 was.
My personality is.
Don't rub off on anything. Anyways, played Overlord, finished it. Really psyched to play Overlord 2, because, man, by the end of it, I was sad that I had never played that game before, and that looking at like I watched a few reviews or videos, just like gameplay of Overlord 2, and a lot of the fixes looked really good. The game was a lot more linear looking, but I'm definitely gonna play Overlord 2 at some point. I'm taking a break from it right now because I don't want to play too much Overlord on the cast.
Do you have it already?
Yes, I do have it already. I don't know when I got it. It was probably on sale at some point. I bought it or some Humble Bundle or something. I'm pretty sure it was in Humble Bundle at some point. But yeah, anyways, I've got it good to go. I'm ready to start it, but I'm just waiting on it for a little bit. But Overlord was really good. If anybody has Overlord, like I said last week, go and play it.
It's some sort of multiplayer component, or is it all just single player?
It's all just single player, but the second one has co-op split screen, from what I know.
Oh, cool.
Or some sort of co-op something, or to split screen something.
Okay.
At least on consoles. But yeah, no, if you've got Overlord, go and play it. It's old, yes, but with a controller, a keyboard, I don't know actually how it runs with a keyboard and mouse, but it is good. It is really fun. It'll make you happy. There's nothing really frustrating about it. I played it on normal, so it was kind of fun going through it.
Is it 60 frames?
Yeah, it was 60 frames when I played. Of course. No, but there's like a little bit of things that would annoy you, like a minion's going to attack this, and you'd have it like run and go and attack somebody else and just die, and you're like, well, fucking minion, god damn it.
But that's to be expected when you're an Overlord.
Yeah, I guess so. Minions would be dumb, I guess. But yeah, no, Overlord was really fun. I finished that, and I moved on. Actually, this weekend, the weekend that just passed, I randomly splurged and bought a game.
What'd you buy?
I bought Jazzpunk because over the past...
What is Jazz?
So first I'm explaining going into it. So me learning about it last week was like, I saw like Giant Bomb people tweet about it. I saw like Total Biscuit, I think, tweet about it. Just random people tweet being like, man, Jazzpunk, that's fucking crazy. And then I would go on Reddit, people like, man, Jazzpunk, like videos coming out, people being like, this is the greatest fucking joke-filled game. It's hilarious. It's amazing. It reminds people of like 30 Flights of Loving or the other one, I forget what it was called. But I was like, man, you know what? That shit was pretty funny. And then I went to YouTube. I wrote Jazzpunk, looked at it.
30
Flights of Loving. Did I make you rush through that really quick? It was like 20 minutes.
That wasn't funny.
There was some weird fun. No, but like the look of it. Because it was like weird, blocky, plain, sort of like short story, but whatever.
Like, what the fuck is he talking? Funny, like 30 Flights of Loving. Like, that's not...
It's not a comedy.
No. But anyways, so anyways, I saw gameplay and it looked like that, but it had some weird shit going. So before I had any jokes written for me, I was like, all day 4? Fuck it, it's $11 right now? Cool. I'm casting this tonight. So I told everybody, I got like a special surprise for you guys. It's going to be fun. And I knew the game was about 2-3 hours long. So I'm like, if I get through it, awesome. If not, at least we tried it. And I, got a taste of it. I ended up playing the whole thing straight in one cast. So what this game is the first person point and click almost.
Do you still have that cast? How long ago was that?
Yeah, I saved it. I saved it because holy shit was it good. So you're like a secret agent and you take pills to go into alternate reality missions, but it's not really like going into a mission. You just you take it. It's like mission starts in 4, 3, 2, whoop, and you're like somewhere else. You're like, what the fuck? But it's very like just plain kind of graphics. It's the writing is really funny. The voiceovers are like weird, like Microsoft Sam things, or like weird, kind of like jumbled up, like. Some dude just took a mic and did like some weird voices and like you'll talk to, you go around a level. So the level will drop you in. For example, the first mission is like, oh, there's like you have to go to the something consulate and stop him from being assassinated or get him assassinated or something stupid. And it drops you, boom, you're in a plaza, there's a big building, and then you just walk straight, go right into the building. But all around you, there's like other people walking around, like other people like NPCs walking around. There's like and you can walk up to them, and then like there's a dude playing music. Now, I'm not gonna try to spoil. I'm not gonna spoil too much, but there's a dude playing music, and like there's a coin, and then you can steal from him. Then he's like, oh, what the fuck, you're crazy, and then you're like, oh, okay, whatever. But there's no dying or anything. But then now you have a coin, then you can put that in something, and something else will happen. Or you'll walk, and there's gonna be like a bum talking to you, and then he'll get you to go do something. And
it's an adventure game.
It's like an adventure game in a way that you can just kind of, if you can either just beeline and just, oh, I finished it in 20 minutes. But if you start looking around and there's like weird shit, like, oh, I touched something and now I go into like another game. Or people are talking to you and telling you like fucking DGOS pigeons, and then you get things from that. And there's so much. I don't want to say anything because the fun of the game is fucking around and being like, what the fuck just happened? And it just gets like crazier and crazier and crazier until it's just like, it's so funny. There's you know how I'm really tough when it comes to making shit funny when you're like, it feels like you're trying too hard. I don't know what the hell kind of comedy it was, but it was amazing. And
was it like a slapstick, like
it was very smart humor, like it
was witty
stupid
humor?
Yeah, it was really witty in a way, like it was puns and like weird shit,
tongue in cheek.
Yeah, or just not tongue in cheek, because like you'd be looking at a guy, like it's not it'd be this style of humor that doesn't really happen. There's stuff that leads up to it or something, but you'll be like talking to a guy, and then for no fucking reason, he's flying across the screen, like just going somewhere else, and it's just like, what is happening? This is amazing. Like, what the fuck is this? And it's so good. It's just random humor. The randomness is what's awesome, and it's so dumb. It's amazing. I'm pretty sure it's full price now on Steam, but it's $15, I think, full price. But if you're looking for something that you can cruise through maybe 2-3 hours, maybe a bit more, if you're really looking to get all the extra random crap or really going through all the levels to find just how stupid, like just the stupid shit that they've just hidden in weird places, and it's really good. If you just want to be happy for a few hours, it's ridiculous. But the weird thing about that game is the mouse movement was a little weird, and like moving was like, instead of moving down a hallway, it'd be like juddering. You're like, so it bothered me at first, but then I just kind of forgot it was happening. Some people apparently have been like vomiting and getting motion sick from this stuff. But the game is fucking amazing.
That sounds pretty great, actually.
I hadn't laughed so hard at some really dumb shit that game pulled out in such a, like, it was. Games normally try really hard and they never get it with me, but man, Jazzpunk was amazing.
You saying they're tryhards?
No, some games tend to just fail it. Like a lot of games tend to, well, a lot of games that I dislike when it's funny is when they tend to try to be funny, and you kind of feel like they're funny and they're trying to be like, yeah, that was crazy. Like, look at this.
You
shit.
like
Look
that?
This
You like that?
But this one just kind of, it'll do something. And it's done. It's just like, fuck it. Like I don't give a shit.
Don't even think about it anymore.
Like, look, something over there. Just go do that thing if you want it. It was just, oh man, there was dumb stuff. There's a pretty like okay story to it that kind of went from level to level and made sense. But it's technically like, I think 4 levels long. And if you were to really beeline for what you have to do, you could probably finish it in like half an hour to 40
really?
minutes.
Like it's a pretty short.
Yeah, but if you go around looking for everything, like it took me a good 3-4 hours. It was pretty.
Wow, sounds pretty awesome, actually.
So Jazzpunk was pretty awesome. I also attempted to play a game that somebody from the channel, Shanghai China, donated. 7 Days to Die, which is pretty much like Minecraft meets like Rust zombies sort of survival.
I've heard about that, but
it's like Rust if you could mine like a block out of the ground and then mine a block out of the ground, and then you went and you started crafting stuff with like stuff that like metal that you found in the ground and stuff. The game looked really janky. But it was really weird because the game, when you first look at 7 Days to Die, and I hate to say it this way, but that game, you think it's a piece of garbage. Like, it is super shitty looking models. Like, it looks like the UI is crap, and the sounds sound really weird. And like the first 30 minutes of us were like, oh man, what?
Like, what did we get into?
Like, what the fuck is this? And like, this is also why I like streaming, because. And it's not to team shit on something. That's not like, at first everybody was kind of like, oh god, what is this? But then one dude came in, I can't remember his name, and he started like telling us like, oh yeah, no, if you want to craft, do this stuff. And then when you're kind of then learning about the systems, because the game doesn't really have like a tutorial, like you just kind of learn it.
Okay.
When you start learning about how the systems work, and like you're starting to get a hang of like, oh man, this is kind of like Minecraft, where I have to go mine stuff, and if I find another gun, I can put them together and then repair them, or I have to make bullets, or I can start building like spiked traps or fucking houses made of metal and sniper posts and crazy stuff. And at nighttime when zombies, like what happens is a zombie game. During the day, zombies are slow. They're kind of dumb. They'll like kind of slide towards you and stuff, and you can just run around them. Well, the second it hits like 7 p.m. and the sun goes down, they start full on sprinting, screaming that fucking zombie dogs come out. Like shit gets real. So
what the fuck?
It's like Minecraft if nighttime was just like not zombies like punching a door shittily. Like it's crazy. The game's fucking insane. But by the end of the 2 hours that we've been playing, we felt like we got, like we now started understanding the game, but it is still really alpha. Like a lot of things don't seem to work properly, or it's really tough and it's rough around the edges, let's say.
Okay.
But we had a really good time. It's weird because it's like Minecraft, but the zombie sounds and running out of ammo and then having to deal with the zombies is actually a frightening experience. It's really weird. In fact, we made a clip of when we're done playing the game, because we got to a town, but we got to the town with like 2 bullets and like 2 shotgun shells, and he had like a bat that was breaking. And us trying to scavenge for stuff and try not to use our bullets, but also kind of dodge the zombies. The zombies sound actually kind of terrifying. The voiceovers and the like weird sounds that they had were kind of, they're loud, I guess, but they also are really clear, and it's kind of, I don't know.
So it's kind of like a little bit of a weird, Like they've got great sound design.
Well,
in
not
the
re-
actual, like
it's one that's really loud, but it's super zombie. Like it's as if it's pulled from like a horror game. A lot of the sounds
Oh,
you're
okay.
hearing. So like the dogs sound like fucking terrifying, but like you're looking at it, and when it's attacking, it's trying to be like voxel blocks, but it's like spinning around in a circle, and you're like, I don't understand what the fuck is happening. It looks retarded, but you're barking really crazily, and I don't like you. Get out of my face, like try and die. But yeah, no. So what we ended up doing is let's say the lighting engine isn't so good. So when it's nighttime, you can pull out a torch. You can put torches on walls. It's exactly like Minecraft for that thing. You can also have a flashlight which lights up, which is also cool. But we hid into we were getting, it was nighttime was coming down. We had no ammo. We had food and stuff to survive. So we ran up into an attic, and then you can put Minecraft like you put blocks. So I blocked the hole with a block. So we didn't realize that a zombie had followed us into there. And it was just me and Shanghai talking, and he was just he fucking dies. And I'm like, I don't understand. So I pull out my flashlight, but it's not lighting up for some reason because like the lighting model is really busted. And it is really terrifying playing a game that's kind of like mine, that's supposed to be like Minecraft look-alike, and I wasn't expecting to be scared by. So being locked in an attic with a zombie that I can't see, and my flashlight's not working, and it's like rallying like fucking crazy, and then dying to something like that when you pull out a torch as it's like running towards you, and then your screen just goes black.
that honestly sounds.
It was pretty terrifying. I was like, man, this game's actually pretty cool if you play more. But
Is it like one of those ones that you have to have people to play with for it to be enjoyable, or can you get away with it?
it's like Rust and stuff, so you'd want to play with more friends.
Okay,
and
so the more people you have, the better
Yeah.
the experience you're gonna get.
Also, that game, we learned about this in school, Devin, and well, I don't know, you weren't there on that class, I guess, but
Which one was this?
it's called UPnP or UDP hole punching.
Okay.
So what it would do is that what computers will do is they'll just like, the way people connect is there's ports on PCs, like not actual ports, but like whatever. They'll try to connect on a certain thing via the internet and be like, oh, that's gonna work. No, that's blocked by your firewall. Oh, this is blocked by your firewall. So what this game does is it'll fucking hit your firewall and be like, that didn't work. This didn't work. This didn't work. This didn't work. I'm out. When it gets out to the internet, it's like, all right, cool. Everybody can just connect to me on this. Just go for it. Like, it almost like
Christ.
it hacks its way out of your firewall. So it makes the hosting to play with friends super easy. You're just like, host, and my port's free. Cool, connect me on this. And I'm like, wow, that's super unsafe. But
that's
I'm glad it works because
ridiculous.
it makes people get to host things really easy.
That's cool. So it's not an issue to host a game.
No, so
whereas-
yeah, getting multiplayer games going
yeah,
is pretty
it's
easy.
not
But
overly difficult.
yeah, 7 Days to Die is really busted up. I highly suggest Rust over that. But you might see us play more of it if Shanghai is up for it at some point. It was pretty.
That sounds
fun.
interesting.
So I played that. I started playing Dishonored this week. I started going to the DLCs, the Knife of Dunwall and Brigmore Witches, and I've been calling it Bridgemore Witches forever. And I just realized when they said it in game today that it's Brigmore Witches, and I was like, oh, well then. So 2 things. One, I forgot how fucking good Dishonored is.
It's a great game.
Also, those DLCs are like, it took me about 8 hours to go through both of them, so 2 morning
I
casts.
find that to be a little bit surprising because I
awesome.
blew through Dishonored decently quickly.
Yeah, the spells or the abilities that you get in as Dowd or Dowd,
I think it is.
were really cool. There was a few that were different. A lot of them I didn't like. I just ended up using Blink and Double Jump like a
Of
lot.
course, yeah.
But like you could summon an assassin, but that wasn't my playstyle because I was like choking people out. But no, I forget how awesome Dishonored is, and I like games like Dishonored and BioShock where you just kind of go around levels looking for stuff and you just find things, and I like that. As well as I don't remember being that crazy in actual Dishonored, but in these DLCs, there's a lot of times you're like going through a house and 2 people just start talking, and you'll learn a mission objective, or it'll find like, oh shit, that's a code for the door.
Yeah.
I know it did it in Dishonored, like through the single player, but the amount of times it did it and the amount of times that I just kind of stopped and listened to what they were talking about to learn things was pretty cool.
They've got some pretty sweet dialogue that between characters, like NPCs in Dishonored. They did a really good. Whoever wrote a really good script for it.
Yeah. But yeah, no. So I finished that. The DLC was actually awesome. The story was really cool.
That gives me hope.
Yeah.
That gives me some hope for that franchise.
So the reason that I was playing Dishonored is because Thief is out next week or in 2 weeks.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I wanted to kind of play something that was similar to that to kind of get used to it. But then I realized that now when I'm going to play Thief, I'm going to try to blink around and like double jump up walls and do like crazy shit.
You ruined it for
I probably
yourself.
ruined Thief for myself by doing this. But yeah, Dishonored was really cool. If you guys have played Dishonored in the past and you want more of it, those DLCs, if you never picked them up, holy shit, they're awesome. If you've never played Dishonored at all, get it somehow. I'm pretty sure you can get it pretty cheap right now, especially if you wait for like a Steam sale. I think it's normally like $10 or something, with $10 more for the DLCs.
Yeah,
something.
it's not overly expensive. It goes on sale a lot for sure.
Yeah, but yeah, Dishonored's really good. And just a random question from the channel. Someone was asking me about Lightning Returns. Final Fantasy 13 is actually something that I'm trying to possibly do casts of soon. Lightning Returns came out. It got some really weird mixed reviews, but I'm actually considering starting 13 and 13.2 at some point soon. I want to. I just need.
I can't get into the Final Fantasy games.
I need people to be like, yeah, I'm down for watching it. That'll be like, all right, let's
Don't you have
boom.
Ni no Kunai?
Let's do it. Yeah, I got to do that as well. Ni no Kuni.
Actually,
But,
that's a game that's on my list of things I want to play.
Thing is, both those games include maybe like a lot of grinding or a lot of like fighting and sort of leveling up and weird stuff that I got to make sure that people would want to. But yeah, at some point, you guys will see some JRPGs getting played. But yeah, anyways. I played that stuff, and there's this new free-to-play third-person shooter that came out on Steam. It was out before in like weird alpha beta form, but now it's kind of open to everybody. It's called Loadout. It's a third-person shooter called Loadout. It's really over-the-top ridiculous. The style of shooter it is pretty much somehow a third-person like Quake crazy Twitch shooter insane thing. But where it differs is that this game is super fucking over-the-top. The art style is crazy. When you get shot in that game, like pieces of your body will disappear, and when you pick up a med kit, it like will seep into that and like fill the holes of your body. And when I say holes of your body, if someone like shotguns your chest, you could just see through your chest. So you're just like running around with your chest just being fully open, and
from what I've seen of that, it looks a little obscene.
And yeah, it's really crazy. And there's like you can buy it's free to play. So what happens is that you can spend money to kind of buy visual things for your character, like different clothes, different tattoos, or like weird shit. And pretty much for the dudes, you can just have you. It's weird because it's blurred out, but you can just have no pants on. So it's just your dick, but it's blurred, but it's not that blurred. So just a fully erect dick with physic balls that you move and you just see like this blur going at the. It's really weird, and you're just like, that's kind of
that's a little on the edge.
Yeah. So there's that. Plus, or you can get one where it's tidy whities, but like tidy whities where like just one ball is just out and it's just not blurred, just a fucking fuzzy ball, and it has this physics.
Again.
It's just really weird. Like,
what engines is it
I have
on?
no idea. They're just. I have no idea.
They developed their own.
Maybe, probably, or it's like Unreal or something. I don't remember, but it's pretty crazy. But the thing is, it's over the top. It's awesome. But the fun part is that so you have the money, which is spent to unlock clothing. But when you play matches, your first match of the day, you get a chest, and you can open the chest, and it'll have like a T-shirt in it that could have been like $4 or $5, whatever. Cool, you got it, awesome. But you also earn bloots, which are the like currency that you can only earn in the game by playing, and use that towards weapon crafting. And this is where the game is really awesome, because similar to games like Blacklight, where you can kind of choose like, oh, I want like a rifle, and then I want the stock to be this, I want the clip to be this, I want it to have like a scope on it that's like a thing, but I want it to have like a shotgun barrel or something. This game does the same thing. You can kind of have like extended clips, you can have like a crazy scope on it, you can have like a crazy stock on it. But then they changed it up where you can kind of have like, oh, wait, but my muzzle area, is it going to be shooting bullets? Is it going to be shooting Tesla? Is it going to be shooting fire? Is it going to be shooting health? Then you can choose like, oh, wait, is this I don't remember the names of it, but it's like, is it shoot bullets? Is it like, because the Tesla and the healing could just be like shooting bullets that are covered in that stuff. Or you can have it where it's like a stream, where it's just kind of like shooting like fucking a stream, I guess, like it's like Ghostbusters or something.
So it's like a plasma stream?
Yeah, like a plasma stream, but it's like made of fire or lightning or whatever.
So it's a flamethrower, essentially.
Yeah, or you can make it so it's like shooting fucking like shotgun weird spliced shit. There's different things. It's just cool. It's just, you can really make the gun that you want and the feeling that you want.
So there's a decent amount of customization.
Yeah, the customization is fucking awesome. And
but if you don't sink cash into it, is it still playable?
Yeah, all the cash is just what your dude looks like.
Okay, all right, awesome.
But the cool thing is that you can have two guns on you at all times, and it's two guns that you fully customize. So you can have like a sniper and a shotgun, or you can have it like sniper and a missile launcher, or like two missile launchers, or just like really dumb shit. But the more you, so let's say I have mine with like a sniper scope that I like, and then an extended clip, and it shoots sniper bullets. It has a cool stock that makes it so my aim doesn't whatever.
All right.
Every match you get experience that goes towards that, and then those pieces get better, and you can level them to level 2, level 3, level 4, and then your gun gets like better at whatever you want.
That sounds pretty cool.
Like,
actually,
there's a lot of weird customization, but it's a really fucking awesome game. Like it feels really good.
It sounds really.
There's like no lag and people like flying around the screen and shit. And I have like a semi-automatic sniper rifle type thing, and then the other thing is like a laser shot, like fucking stream gun in case people get too close. And I'm like, fuck it, like just spray and pray. Because the game moves retarded fast. Like you can sprint and just like fly around, but you can like sprint and then like dive roll, and like a dive roll is like you jumping a good like 25 feet in like half a second. You're just like flying and shit. So you're like, I'm trying to like headshot people, and like the game is retardedly amazing. It's free to play. Check it out. I played it back when it was like enclosed at some point, and it was really kind of, it felt weird. There's like this lag, and yeah, like a long time ago, and it just didn't. I don't know. Then it went free to play. And I'm like, oh, the game was so ass. Like, why are so many people playing it? Like, why? Ugh. So I downloaded it and I was like, wow, they fixed the fuck out of this. Yeah, loadout's been really fun.
That's pretty neat, actually.
There's cool modes. They have a nice twist on capture the flag where you capture a hammer.
All right.
You pick up the hammer one shots everybody. And it slams down. It does like a little
Wasn't
AoE
there a
thing.
Halo mode like that? I feel like there was a Halo mode where it was like capture the hammer.
Maybe. I don't know.
Something along those lines where you had to, I think it was on Guardian, you had to rush for the hammer and go that way.
Are you thinking of whatever ball?
Maybe
Not
I
ball,
am.
but the whatever.
Griff ball?
Griff ball.
Maybe I'm thinking of that.
But anyways, what this is capture the flag. There's two hammers. One team. Each team has a hammer, and if you drop it and somebody touches it, boom, it's back to the other person's base. But what happens is you pick up the hammer, and the more kills you get, it like takes their soul or whatever.
Okay.
And then when you return it, it like every soul or person that you've killed with it gets shoved into giving you more points. So it's almost like
the more kills you get with the hammer, the higher your points go up, but you have to return it once you reach.
So it's weird because you want to get the hammer, and most games what will be is one dude gets the hammer. Let's say you're playing capture the flag in another game. You get the flag, and you kind of camp your base near it, and you're waiting for the other team to die. So you just kind of like they'd lose it, and you cap it really quick. But what happens in this one is people get the fucking hammer, and they just start going out and like trying to murder people with it, and no one's really camping, and there's some really cool shit, and I don't know, they do some pretty cool twists.
It sounds like they've added a lot of pretty neat ingenuity to it.
But dying is also really fun. Like you'll get shot, and then the top half of your body blows off, and it's like you're dead, but your feet are still going, so you can still do WASD and move around, but you're like there's just blood pissing out at you, and you're just like falling, and or your legs bust off, and then you're just crawling on the ground, but because like your brain is still okay, you're dead, like you're about to respawn, but you're just kind of like crawling and shit, and blood pissing everywhere, and it's really cool.
That sounds pretty phenomenal.
It's just over the top. It's just fun. So yeah, Loadout is a pretty cool free to play. A lot of people have been playing it, so you've probably seen it around, and you'll see it and be like, oh, okay, that's that game. But Loadout's pretty sweet. Loadout's actually pretty goddamn awesome. But
so it's definitely a recommendation.
Yeah, I would definitely recommend Loadout. That thing is pretty goddamn fun. Other than that, really, I don't think I've been playing much. Most of the games I play during this stuff is all stuff that I end up playing on the cast. I feel like there's something else I did on the weekend, but I can't quite think of it. I know I played Rust a little bit more. I think they've changed some stuff. Zombies are no longer in that game.
Yeah, they removed them and replaced them with bears.
Yeah, the bears and wolves that are mutated and stuff, but it's so much harder to get stuff in that game now, I feel like.
Yeah,
it's also weird killing a bear and then getting like an M4 off it. You're like, oh, what? That's okay, that's cool.
Yeah, it definitely is. They've done a weird twist with that. Like, I don't feel like it was initially where it was kind of not difficult to get stuff, but it was like when you still got it, you still felt like you were being rewarded for getting it. Where now it's like you're trying to get stuff, you're finding it, and there's none of that excitement anymore about like what can I get here, what can I craft, what can I do this.
Yeah,
and I feel like they've kind of there's not a deep enough crafting system to it, so it doesn't really hold that much of a sway. As well as the building houses in that game, it's kind of meh, to be honest with you, because
I like where Rust is going. I just feel like it needs to add maybe a bit more stuff to make it a bit better, because now it does end up being getting into a server, hoping you get a gun off a random drop, and then being able to hopefully hunt a bear or like a wolf, and then hopefully get that next thing that lets you hopefully keep getting more stuff. If not, you have to like build a bow. But it's I feel like it's harder to fight bears and wolves than it is zombies.
They increase the difficulty on them for sure.
Yeah. But no, Rust is still really fun. Like once again, if you're playing with friends, it's still really awesome. But I've kind of put that in the back seat for now because I think
It's
I
one
wanna
of
play
those
other
ones
stuff.
that I'm going to go back to when there's a big patch happening on it
Yeah,
and
for sure.
something interesting comes of it. That's kind of like how I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah. What else did I actually do? There's something this week. Oh, right. Okay. Hawken is a game that was not on Steam, and now it's coming to Steam, and people who've had accounts before are starting to get Steam keys for it to play it before it comes out on Steam. That's a really confusing thing to say. Hawken, when it comes out on Steam, I would like to get a lot of people together and play that, because Hawken is still just a 4-on-4 or 5-on-5 or something, but Hawken is a fucking amazing mech Quake style crazy game. And Devin, being able to go into that now and have like 6 or 7 mechs that are just ready and good to go, pretty awesome.
Oh yeah, when you've got like a stable of mechs where you can choose whatever you want, like
Yeah.
bruiser, healer
Yeah.
class, like there's like a scout class.
There's like 20 fucking mechs now.
yeah,
But,
it's fucking great. It's honestly really nice.
but the thing is they've tweaked a lot of stuff. A lot of mechs that we used to use before that had a lot more hits that could kind of survive a bit more are now squishy as hell with the same kind of damage output. So I find myself dying a lot of times that I feel like I should have still been alive. But yeah, Hawken's going to be out, I think, in like a week or 2 on Steam. And
so they've balanced it a little bit
They
more.
balanced it a little bit.
All right, I need to get my key for that because
Yeah.
I have a
Yeah.
sneaking suspicion that's going to be really good.
Yes. But yeah, I played a bit more Neverwinter. I got back into that a little bit. I'm trying to find. I told people to get it, and I haven't had the chance to play it that much this week. But
Have you at least been doing that iPhone thing?
what iPhone no, not even. No. I don't want to put time into that because there's so many side characters that I have now, and I have to do it for each one. I was like, fuck it.
But you can do it wherever you want.
Yeah.
Was it just trading items or skills or?
It's professions. It's like how you'd craft
Oh,
things. That's
okay.
all it is. Except for you'd have like guards going out and killing things for you or doing weird stuff to get more experience and stuff.
I keep seeing
Oh,
that
that
game,
Assassin's Creed sub-management thing.
and
Yeah,
I
there
keep
you go.
feeling like I should get into Neverwinter, but every time I go look at it, I'm like, I've got something else I want to play.
Yeah. Also, I know the Elder Scrolls beta was also this weekend again, or the past weekend, and had I played it, I would have probably really enjoyed myself again, and I would have been really excited for the release now.
Okay.
Okay. Is that all you can say about that?
Yeah. There's been this weird embargo stuff where people can talk about it and stuff. I don't know, but I'm just going
I'm
to
sure
say
you can
nice.
talk about it, just not in any sort of recorded internet form.
Yeah,
Yep.
the game's good though.
That's good.
Had I played it,
Had you played it?
now, I would recommend it to people if I were to play it. So
Or if you had played it at
if I
all.
had played it at all, yeah. And I would say that it surprisingly would have ran really well, and I don't know how. And
Would you guess that it had 60 frames?
I would say yeah, roughly on almost maximum had I played it.
Just a guess, of course.
Just a guess, yeah, of course. Anti-aliasing would probably be off as well because fuck that garbage at 1080p because you don't really need it. Had I played it, the game would have also been very story focused, which was surprisingly fun. And but I skipped most of the story if I would have played because I
Who would
wouldn't
have
want to ruin
thought a
that.
Skyrim
so.
game would have been story based?
But an MMO
Did you
though.
say a Skyrim game?
Yeah.
Fucking casual.
Oh, sorry.
What'd you do?
What'd you do? Why'd you kill my ears?
I killed my ears. I was trying to figure it out. But yeah, that's about all I played. It was pretty good.
You haven't played anything else?
No, not really. Sadly, not really.
So since Kumar is
Absent
AWOL.
still. Yeah, still no Kumar.
Shall we
do
roll into the
news.
news?
I would be pleasantly enjoying to do such.
have we ever
thing.
thought about doing new releases
Whoa.
before news?
We could do this.
Yes, we could.
We could. Do we want
Because
to?
I feel like that's a short little like, here's what's coming out.
Yeah.
And here's some news about what's coming out.
Yeah,
Sweet.
let's change this up. It's episode 100. Let's do something
Do you
new.
remember
Let's
that
get
day
crazy.
when we did
Let's get
new
naked.
games first? Do you remember that day when Riccio was sick and we just fucking
Oh, yeah.
fucked everything?
And it was great. It was a magical
Was it
podcast.
questions first or something.
Yeah.
You weren't.
That's scary.
You
were
had died.
I died. Anyway, for new releases, we've got next week. We've got I don't know how many of these are legit, but apparently Assassin's Creed Freedom Cry will be out.
Yeah, a standalone thing.
Standalone next
Yeah.
week, possibly. We've got Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze, which I didn't realize was already coming out so early, but that's
Yeah,
coming out.
that was like a weird. Hey, we put out this video. By the way, it's out next week.
Yeah.
Surprise.
Apparently Strider as well is getting released next week.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's right.
Yeah.
I'm excited for that because it's apparently very Shadow Complex.
Yeah. And a new Earth Defense Force is coming out on the PS3 and Xbox 360. And
The Earth Defense Force for Vita,
it's currently on sale.
yeah,
Yeah,
$10 instead of $40.
Yeah, I think it's
Wow.
pretty fun, but I don't know if I'd play it.
That's co-op.
Yeah, I know. That's what's crazy
I
about
have it already.
Oh, maybe I will then. Maybe I will.
Maybe you
I
will.
haven't even played a ton of it.
Okay.
It's also surprisingly a very small download.
Oh,
It's like 400 megabytes.
well, Jesus. It's kind of awesome.
That could be because
That's
the
it?
textures in that game were
Yeah, they're pretty garbage.
like an N64. But
Anyways, that's it for releases, you guys, for next week. From February 16th to the 23rd. This week. Cool. So for news, we've got... I closed it to...
That was some great fucking news music there.
For those of you who've been paying attention to the news, I've maybe skipped some stuff this week. However, Titanfall beta is going on probably right now. You might have gotten a code.
Buy for Titanfall. Oh, sorry, wait. Prepare for Titanfall.
Prepare for standing by the Titanfall as it drops. Yeah, no, the beta's going on right now, and it's available on PC and Xbox One. You can probably try to get in via Origin or some weird way, but
Weird code things.
they've sent some
there's
out.
a sign-up site.
Yeah, there's a sign-up site. I haven't gotten into the first wave, so I'm sad. But apparently there's going to be more codes going out until the February 17th happens.
I haven't looked at my email.
So,
I should look at my email.
yeah. Other than that, though,
What do you do if I got a code and I don't give a fuck about it?
I will kill you. I'll
You'll
kill
give
you.
that code to me.
Weird things.
And then we'll be
I know
best
I
friends.
forgot to bring some stuff from today's Nintendo Direct, which I actually watched slightly without sound. But anyways, there's some Nintendo Direct stuff
Didn't
that's
that start
happening.
like last night after we finished Counter-Strike?
No, it was at 5 p.m. today.
Okay, all right.
I was in class watching it without sound. But it seems like Nintendo is putting out such weird games, such as, was it Bat in Check or Check and Bat or something? Which is like an iPhone game, but you tap to swing a bat and hit balls, and there's high scores. Weird stuff. As well as use a mitt to catch balls. Also weird, but hey, whatever Nintendo wants to do. We've also got, what else? There was a Nintendo Pokemon Match 5 game, which was weird, which also seems like it's odd and stuff.
That's gonna get me into Pokemon real intensely.
Yeah, there was also Steel Diver 2, which I think is out now, apparently, for a free-to-play on 3DS, except for then you can buy into it for the whole thing. Also, there was another, like, tactical soccer game where you played soccer, but you were, like, doing real-time strategy, like, moving around, dragging, and, like, doing weird shit. It looked crazy. Also, apparently out now, I think, with the Nintendo Direct or something. There was some Bayonetta 2 footage that they showed, which looked very not so titty and ass, kind of winking like, I'm hot, I'm crazy, I'm Bayonetta. There was less of that. It was more awesome combat. I'm hoping it was just the trailer toned down for the Nintendo Direct or something, but hopefully the Bayonetta 2 ridiculous spirit is still there. What else was there? There was, they showed Lil Mac, I think, the boxer guy from Punch-Out is officially in Super Smash Bros.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
They showed some new characters for Mario Kart 8, which is going to be most of most of Bowser's children.
Donkey Kart 8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, most of Bowser's children, like all of them, or with their younger, smaller, junior Bowsers and
Are you talking
weird,
about,
multicolored hair,
Like
and
Izzy and...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
All those
Yeah,
ones.
all right.
yeah, as being characters, which is awesome.
Izzy's the only one I remember because that name's all good.
Oh, yeah. And I can't think of other stuff. They showed
The Koopa Kids. That's what they are.
Sure, the Koopa Kids.
The Koopa Kids.
They showed some Yoshi's Island stuff. They showed some Monster Hunter 4 stuff. I can't remember a lot of it, but anyway, point is, I think they also announced during all this stuff. There's some. I don't think it's Nintendo related, but Dan, you know, like 999 and VLR and stuff. Those games.
Zero Escape.
Zero Escape.
Yeah.
It's gonna be. It was a trilogy. It was gonna be a trilogy. Apparently, they don't have enough funding for the third one, so it's just kind of on hiatus / canceled right now.
Well, that kind of
So
sucks.
the ending, no one will know it until maybe it gets funding.
Did you play through those games?
I never played Virtue's Last Reward. However,
So does it sound like you should wait?
I guess so. Yeah. But,
I don't know. Like, if
I
does
heard
that
they're still
game
good.
End on like a giant cliffhanger or something.
They
or-
seem to end their own stories, but there's always this overarching thing that just keeps going. Like the game ends, there is an end, but
I still have that because it was like free for PS Plus or
Yep.
whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, it was?
Yeah. But yeah. So
You probably have it if you just do the like
Yeah,
Bye.
probably.
Yeah.
I'd do that buy thing.
Yeah.
It was only free for a week. It was like a weird, like, hey, end of this month. This
Yeah, that is weird.
free and
I'll have to take a
okay,
look.
now it's off.
But anyways, moving on. They also anyways, out of Nintendo and stuff and all that stuff. I'm just gonna go through news and a really random thing.
Stand by for Timefall.
Stand by for Titanfall. Titanfall, Digital Foundry picked it up, checked out some stuff. Apparently, the game runs at 60 frames per second. Does not run at 1080p. It runs at like 792p, and it's upscaled to 1080p. But before the game comes out, they're going to work on it. And apparently, the frame rate dips sometimes from 60 on the Xbox One version, but like not really, or some weird shit. Like I don't even know. Apparently, it's totally fucking fine. Everybody's playing it and saying it's awesome. So we'll see what happens once you actually get your hands on it. But apparently, it's gonna be amazing. I'm excited for it. Beta's going on. We talked about that. Evolve, which is the game from Turtle Rock, people who made the original Left 4 Dead. They showed some gameplay of it. They talked a little bit about it, and it seems really crazy. It's like a 4v1, 4 humans versus 1 alien. That, as Dan said, kind of levels up, plays it like Dota style, where you kind of upgrade your skills and stuff as you go along.
You're going and you're basically jungling.
Yeah, you're jungling,
Yeah,
and then you're trying to go and then hunt the humans, while the humans are also trying to like track your footsteps, track where you found animal carcasses, and be like, okay, he must have been here. This thing looks like it's almost dead. Oh, there's like birds over there. Cool, he must be over there. Let's go hunt him and kill him before he gets too high level.
It sounds really fascinating.
Yeah.
And my one hope is that they don't push it for full retail price.
Yeah.
Because that feels like the game that it's like at like maybe $30. It's like, hey, just go pick this up, come play with us, and it's like at $30. It's like, yeah, sure.
The thing that would work with randoms, but you'd want to play with friends. But if you're telling your friends to all go drop $60 on something,
It's
Yeah,
probably
exactly.
not going to happen.
But if they do, I mean, look at Titanfall. I know it's a little bit only multiplayer-ish, and it's full price, so they'll probably still pull it off.
Even still, that's got a weird kind of what dynasty of people working on it that have
from
a lot
the makers of Modern Warfare.
But I'm saying it's
Like,
more like a
it's-
multiplayer only thing. Like, sure, Evolve, you can also do it single player with
COD
bots
4,
and stuff.
COD 4.
But anyways, Evolve looks really crazy. If you guys haven't seen anything on it, I recommend going check out videos. There's videos like everywhere. Kotaku has a good one. There's
I was
a trailer
surprised
as well.
Kotaku had
There's
some
there's a lot of good stuff
legitimate content.
there. Dying Light,
Talking shit about Kotaku.
but Dying Light also had a new trailer come out. It's the game from Techland, the people who made the original Dead Island, not Riptide, although Techland also made Riptide. But it's the team that worked on Dead Island 1.
Bad Tech Lamb.
Yeah, it's the good Techland is working on Dying Light, and they put out a new trailer. It looks really freaking awesome.
It does look really
I'm
good.
really excited for that. It's the humanity trailer where they kind of show you a little bit more of the human side of some of the characters or what that story is going to
It
be
was
about.
a interesting trailer where it was talking about how each night they lose a bit of their humanity, and
Because they have to kill more people and more people die, and it's just harder and moving on and on.
yeah.
But
So I found that to be kind of fascinating that it added this interesting human element to it. So it's not just always there's only zombies to murder all zombies.
hey, Devin,
Yes,
do you like Battlefield 4?
I do.
Dan, do you like Battlefield 4?
Yeah, it's all right.
Whoa, DLC's not on hiatus anymore.
Whoa.
Second Assault for PS4 and I guess other consoles who are on Xbox is coming out February 18th
For premium members.
for premium members. Wow.
Wow.
Boom. What? The next DLC has also been announced as Naval Strike and is going to have a Titan type mode from Battlefield 2142. Wow.
Wee.
I'm excited. Yeah, so it seems like
Caspian border, man.
yeah, Caspian Border. Metro is going to be really awesome as well. I can't wait to get back into that one with Battlefield 4 craziness. But yeah.
Oh
it's
fuck
going-
yeah, that
it's
was a
going on.
great map.
Yeah, Battlefield 4 is officially, I guess, on DLC mode Engage, where that stuff is coming out. In March, I think we're going to have the Naval Strike one, and right now they're working on getting Second Assault out, which has been out since day one for Xbox 360 and Xbox One, I believe. But
Really?
yeah. And yeah, so I guess the game's patched up. It pretty much is working right now. I haven't had it crash in forever, though I'm still too scared to play single player and have it crash out. But yeah, go Battlefield. It's been pretty fun. This player appreciation month has been pretty cool with a lot of battle packs, a lot of double XP weekends, and generally the servers have been working a little bit better. So I'm pretty happy with it. In other stuff, Counter-Strike got a new patch, introduced a new pistol that replaces the P250. If you know what that is, if you go into a match and hit B, then 1, then 3, you're holding the P250, and it will replace that gun with a fully automatic pistol with 12 shots in it that has 12 on reserve. So we'll end really fast.
Holding down the trigger on that thing, you are out of ammo really quickly, and you're going, oh fuck, oh
Does
fuck.
it feel like the Mac 10? That's all.
Actually, yeah, it's got a big,
Yes.
but it's not like, you know, with the Mac 10, how you can hold it down. It's like all right, now I'm out. This gun, you're like, oh shit, I'm reloading.
Yeah. So apparently it's really good, but it does have a small clip and a small amount of bullets on reserve, so that does kind of force you to maybe not spray it so much, or you have
Place
to use
all
it
dog,
as last. Yeah.
already done.
So yeah, that seems pretty cool.
Also, they fixed the AUG with that patch.
They fixed the
Okay.
AUG. Also, the scope in now looks like apparently like a Call of Duty kind of like really
It
locked
looks
in.
really fucking cool.
Yeah, they changed the sound also for the AUG. They brought the deagle accuracy back up again because it was garbage last patch, even though they said they fixed it. They also put out a new weapon crate, so there's some new skins in the game. And yeah, they generally have been patching more stuff in Counter-Strike, which is pretty awesome.
Which I hit a lot of skins today on Counter-Strike, and I feel a little bit dirty about how I got those skins, but
Gross.
it's okay. Gotta get them skins.
Other than that, Last of Us Left Behind got a launch trailer for the DLC coming out Friday, so February 14th. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. How about everybody goes, dies, and cries?
Goes, dies, and cries.
Goes, dies, and cries. It's going to be crazy.
Fucking
Yeah,
podcast
so
name right
that's
there.
I'm really excited for Last of Us DLC, which I'll be playing on Saturday night on stream. Plug.
I want you to tell me the big twist thing that they're saying that they're...
Perfect. Yeah, they put out a tweet saying, here, I'm going to load up to you right now. Neil Druckmann, one of the lead creators or designers, I forget what exactly you think he is, I'm sorry. He says, big part of Last of Us Left Behind has been kept a secret. Thursday night, the embargo lifts. Avoid screenshots and videos for spoilers, so get the fuck off Reddit. Get the fuck off forums, because you're going to probably be sad. There's reviews about it.
Thursday night right now?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, wait, so I can go find the big part
Yeah.
without waiting for you to cast it.
If
All right,
there's a
cool.
review on it or something that they're talking about it or something, they might
No,
bring it up.
good. No, I want to know what it is because I'm not going to play it.
Cool.
Even though I have the season pass, but like it's not.
Yeah.
The multiplayer of that game was a good part.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. I'm excited for it. Risk of Rain is also going to be coming to Vita, apparently.
Oh, fuck,
I'm excited
man.
for that.
That's
That's
gonna destroy my life.
It's a perfect game to play in small bursts, and it should be pretty freaking awesome.
Binding of Isaac is going to destroy all our lives on Vita when it comes out.
I actually don't think I'm going to play it that
When
much.
it comes out.
Like I
Yeah,
said,
you say that,
I don't.
but then you're going to own a copy of it
Yeah.
because it's going to be free.
But then I won't play my Vita ever really that much.
Oh, you say that now, but I have probably sunk more hours than I care to admit into my Vita. It was sitting in my fucking room in front of my computer. It happens.
I don't know what the comparison was. But yeah, anyways. Yeah, so there's that. World of Speed is coming out from, oh god, what was it called? Hot Dog to Mad Dog things? Slightly Mad Studios. It's putting out
Mad Dog Studios.
Mad Dog,
A game-
slightly hot dog.
a racing
Studio.
MMO, a racing MMO game called World of Speed, which sounds similar to Need for Speed World, which I'm guessing is going up against that. I think it's EA published or something. I can't fully actually tell. I don't know.
Why would they publish a...
Nope, it's definitely not EA. Yeah, kind of crazy. Should be pretty
Why
cool.
do we care?
MMO racing. You like
this?
cars, Dan? I said it for you.
I like cars.
Perfect.
I don't need to be racing cars against other people in a persistent environment.
Oh, well, it's not. It just means like an MMO, like lobby, like Hawken or stuff, or it's MMO, but whatever. Hey, Dan, did you buy Final Fantasy 14 on the PS3?
No.
What the fuck are you doing with your life then? No.
What the fuck are you doing
Hey,
with your life,
do
Dan?
you own Final Fantasy 14 on your PS3? Well, that's fantastic, because if you have a PS4, it'll be free for you. And it'll be out April 15th. April 3rd.
Did you say PS3?
If you have the PS3 version, you have the PS4 version
So
for free.
it's cross-buy.
Yeah, pretty much.
So
What's
what
that Vita
are
shit?
you
What
doing?
is that Vita shit?
Because it's PS4, you can whatever.
Oh.
Hey, it'll be out on April 14th. If you have the collectors, I think, download digital, or if you have it on collectors somehow on the PS3, I think you get it a few days earlier or something crazy. But Realm Reborn is going to be free to you if you have the PS3 version. For sure, announced. They were saying it kind of like off and on. It was just a beta or something before, but now, no, you just get the whole fucking game. Whatever. Boom.
Bitch.
So it's pretty cool. Your characters will transfer over and all that stuff. I don't know if you can play cross-platform, but characters will transfer over, and that's going to be pretty awesome. So Final Fantasy 14 is pretty cool. Could be cool. Could be great. Could be awesome. Could be sweet. I think that's pretty much it. There's not much other stuff that we want to talk about. Battlefield 4 had a netcode video come out that really showed how lag works. I highly suggest checking it out. I think you can find it on YouTube by searching for the words Battlefield 4 netcode the real delay. It's made by a guy called Battle Nonsense. And highly recommend checking it out if you play Battlefield 4 and you want to know why the hell you're dying for people not looking at you. Or, bro, I totally
Yeah, that was
shot that guy. Why am I dead?
That was
Go
some
check out that
weird
video.
shit.
You'll understand it.
Freaked me out a little
It's a
bit.
20-minute long video, but he really goes into detail and explains stuff to you. It's some cool comparisons. Go check it out if you play Battlefield. Worth watching. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it for news. I think there's some more stuff that happened that I can't quite think of or that we didn't quite write down. Oh, sorry. If you have Kentucky Route Zero and you really enjoyed that game, it's going to pretty much have an Act 3 soon. They said they haven't set a date for it yet because last time they announced a date, they missed it by a shit ton. So instead of saying a date, they're just going to just be like, hey man, it's out. We're working on it. Don't worry about it. It's not dead. Kentucky Route Zero Act 3 is coming out.
Lots of
Hang on.
episodic stuff going on right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Walking
played
Dead,
Wolf Among Us. There, I did Wolf Among
That
Us.
was that last thing you were thinking of?
Wolf Among Us episode 2, I did it. That game is fucking crazy. Holy shit, I think I like Wolf Among Us more than Walking Dead.
Really?
For sure. The story is just so much cooler, and the characters I kind of not care more
Is it
about.
less
but
depressing?
it's less depressing, sure, but it's just more... I want to know more about that world than I ever cared about Walking Dead.
Well, that's...
So
I feel like Walking Dead was novel, and
It
created this new, like, kind of hype about these episodic Telltale games again.
yeah,
And Wolf Among Us is maybe, like, that's the real meat. Right?
Yeah.
Like, that's...
They get to explore their creative options.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'd say that.
rather than just being like zombies.
yeah. Anyways, that's pretty much it for news. I don't know if I want to roll into questions. Kumar's available. Do you want to call him in right now? Is it too late?
Yeah, call him in. Yeah,
Call him in. Cool. Let's.
just call in Dustin too.
What is a Kumar?
Episode 100.
I'm
people
gonna try
in
to
here.
see if we can get him with voice here right now.
Oh, he's
Dan,
waiting.
you want to do the honors of slowly peeling him in? Kumar,
He's peeled in.
Yo, peel yourself in.
go higher. Kumar, keep talking.
Peel yourself in, yo.
There you are, Kumar. Hey, hey,
How
buddy.
you guys doing?
Good, pretty good.
Hey, bro, Tim.
Hey, Swamps.
How you doing?
I'm good, man. How are you?
Awesome.
Not bad, not bad. A little bit of a cold, but can't complain.
Hey,
Good
Kumar, you should play threes.
Oh God.
I should play what?
Yeah, you should play
Threes.
threes.
Threes, like the number threes?
Yeah.
Plural?
Number 3. Yes, multiple number versions of 3.
Okay.
Threes.
Can I play it with somebody?
iOS. No, but it's high score based.
You take 3 fingers and you. Anyway,
Also, don't buy TXK because you'll make me feel bad about that game and how my skill is at it.
do you want to have?
the game's like what do you call it? Tempest or something, right?
See,
Well, he knew that right off the fucking bat. We had to think about it.
Good? How is it? I
Don't buy it
Really
because you'll
seen
put
it.
my scores to shame.
It's
much is
all
it?
right. It's $10, I think, or $7 right now if it's on sale.
It's PS Plus discount.
is it fun though, or
Yeah, but don't because you'll ruin me.
yo?
Gross.
Why you say mean things?
Do you want to have Kumar go through what he's played this week, or should we just?
What have you
I've-
played this week, Kumar?
I have
Zoom,
not
zoom.
played anything other than Metro. I finished Metro. I'm done with it. Fantastic. Next
Whoa,
game.
hold on, back up. You finished it twice, didn't you?
I finished it 3 times.
Did you-
Holy shit.
So did you get all the endings like I was talking to you about, or did you just?
Did,
kinda-
yes. Well, there was only 2 endings. There was a good ending and a bad ending that I got.
So this is the third one. Did you look at the third one?
No, I didn't actually.
'Kay.
Wait, unless maybe I did see the third ending. Now I'm confused. No, I definitely did.
Did you do a playthrough where you followed an exact guide of really
no,
weird shit?
not at all.
Okay.
I never do that shit. I hate
Cool.
that stuff.
Nope, that's fine. So there's another ending which I highly recommend you go check out. That ending though, right?
It's pretty serious, man. Both
Let's not
endings are actually pretty serious.
Don't say it because Devin, some other people probably haven't finished it, but
Yeah, no.
it's on
I
my
won't
list of
spoil
shit to
anything, but
finish.
it's. I feel like it's a story that I feel is probably better told in written form, to be honest.
oh yeah,
Just in terms of all the detail and whatnot. But man, like the way that they've captured that atmosphere and whatnot is awesome.
for sure.
I'm so glad that game came to Plus. Like that was a great game. It's short, easy enough, and
Hey,
some of that shit really pissed me off. I got to say that much though.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Uh,
Some of that gameplay really got to me.
I also, and I hate to say this, I heard that the PS3 version runs at under sub 20 frames per second for most of it.
Shut up. Shut up.
Does it actually?
That makes me sad.
Shut
yeah.
up.
There's no way. It seemed decent enough
Did
for
it?
me.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't run into any like major.
So
There. Don't get me wrong. There are times right as it's like loading a level, for example.
Yeah.
Where you're just like, what is happening to my PlayStation? But for the most part, man, it runs well. You should play it.
I've played it on PC. Fuck that.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
was gonna say. I mean,
Speaking
if
of
you have
games
the
that
choice,
come
play
to
them.
Plus here.
Yeah.
Kumar, have you played Bioshock Infinite?
No, that's well. Here's the thing. I started Metro last night by accident, actually. So remember I told you guys like a couple weeks back, I was like, hey, by the way, I'm gonna start like Bioshock's my next game. Remember how I said that to you?
Yeah.
So the way my games are sorted is that it's most recent displayed first, right?
Yeah.
So I forgot that I had actually downloaded Metro last night,
Okay.
and I started my PS3 without having turned on my TV, and I knew exactly where my cursor was going to be, so I just hit X
Yeah,
twice. and it booted up Metro last night. So when I
Small hit.
first got to the screen, I was like, "You don't look like Bioshock," but okay. And I just started. So
Bioshock Last Light. What is this?
mind you, that was a joke platinum. So I mean,
So you got the platinum?
yeah, it's platinum. Like I'm done with that game. I'm completely done with that game.
Jeez.
So next game I think is gonna be Bioshock. Either that or what do you call it? Or I'm gonna play DMC again.
Oh, DMC is a great game.
Yeah, DMC is so good. That's just, like
DMC.
I just had so much fun with it on PC, so that's why I kind of want to play it again.
You should probably play Bioshock.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it. I'm like, you know what? I've
'Cause Devin
already
just-
experienced
I
these,
just finished that game.
Yeah.
so it might be a good chatting point for all of us then.
Yeah, it's still fresh in my mind, so it would be probably good to.
So next week's podcast, Kumar says Platinum Bioshock Infinite. We'll talk about it.
Happy 100 podcast, Kumar.
By the way, episode 101 is gonna be awesome.
Yeah?
Yep.
Will you
I'm
be
just
here
saying.
in the flesh?
It's gonna be awesome. I might be. I
Okay.
don't know yet, but I'm just saying 101 is gonna be great.
Okay.
I hate that Somps isn't gonna be here, but
I'll
Well,
be here.
that's
in
why it's
spirit.
better. No.
Somps, can you Skype in by any chance?
I could potentially, yeah, actually.
Yo, Skype in from the ski lift.
It depends on what time you guys start, but yeah.
Wait, by the way, are you going to Whistler or what?
No, I'm going to Kicking Horse and Revelstoke.
Kid Morse is sick, buddy.
Yeah, we were
Yeah.
there 2 years ago, and we got every day that we were on the hill, we got another like foot of powder.
I was just gonna say like another coat.
Oh, it was absolutely phenomenal. The
Dude,
best,
it's a wicked hill, man.
Best
Snowboard and
thing
do
ever.
cocaine?
Yeah, man.
just fucking piles of
The
it.
It
man.
sounded
whole
like
hill
Kumar
is
said a
just
full
cocaine.
foot of coke too, as well. So I was like,
Yeah,
You realize basically on that hill you don't go down on the board, you go down with your face and your feet are just in the air.
perfect.
yeah, it's
That's
just
good.
Just
cocaine.
sniffing the whole way down.
Just nothing but cocaine.
You play anything else, Kumar? To roll through that?
Nope, just that.
Cool.
I played a little bit more Resogun, I think,
Cool.
and that was it.
Cool. All right.
I still haven't, by the way, opened FIFA or
Tomb Raider?
Tomb Raider.
Oh.
Yeah.
I tried a
I'm
bit of
still-
Tomb Raider, but
I'm still just debating.
Been playing
I'm
it.
like, I don't know if I should even start them.
Tomb Raider's worth it if you've never played it.
Get through Bioshock first,
Yeah.
probably.
Would you suggest Bioshock or Tomb Raider first?
Bioshock.
I would play Bioshock.
Bioshock to have
Because it's got
fun
more
with,
of a like,
and then enjoy Tomb
hey,
Raider later.
finish it type
Yeah.
of thing.
Yeah.
And Tomb Raider's
only-
like, yo, you
not
can
only
sink
that,
some
though,
time into that game and enjoy it.
I've played all of the other ones too, so I mean, it's
Bioshocks?
one of these things. Yeah, like I played
Yeah.
through Bioshock 1 several times. I played through Bioshock 2, I think twice.
We'll see how you like it.
Cool.
Okay.
If you like it, great. If you don't, well, I understand.
Well, we all agree that the gameplay is a little bit lacking in it, but
Yeah.
you know that's never stopped Kumar before.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
This is true.
Unicorn thing or whatever. Like, what's that game? Secret of the Magic Crystals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't even remind me of that piece of shit game.
Kumar's played some weird stuff.
Yeah, you fucking played some really
Yo,
weird
it's all
stuff.
Sompsy's fault, man.
Somsies.
It's not my
Something.
fault.
We're
I don't
calling
know
him
what
Sompsy's from
I don't know
now
what
on.
you're talking about.
Fucking
Um,
Sompsy.
anyways, moving on to the final questions and comments. We didn't get.
You came in just in time, Kumar.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
The podcast I fucked up again, but anyways, we got some comments on episode 98, which says Chaz D says 3DS was the best-selling console, so I think they do want their hardware because we were talking about back then where the Nintendo was kind of messing up and what they should do, and they had their conference call and all
Yeah.
that crazy shit was going down. And he also says what they need to do is put a lot more games out there that we want, like F-Zero, Star Fox, and new IPs. But they had an investors
Advance
meeting.
Wars.
Yeah, Advance Wars as well. They said, but they had an investors meeting where they said they will let third party developers use first party IPs. I will buy the hardware for
stomped you, didn't
exclusive
I?
fun IPs.
By like 400. Yeah.
I just shit kicked.
Again, I just feel like they're just not paying. They're not paying enough attention to what they need
Yeah,
to do.
and then once again with today's Nintendo Direct, where it seems like they're putting iPhone games on the 3DS as purchasable stuff, seems really crazy. But
you give me
hey,
an iPhone Advance Wars, I will
yeah, there you go. That'd be
buy
pretty
it
crazy.
100 times.
But yeah, no, there you go. So that was it on the YouTube stuff. We had a question. We had 2 questions possibly from Sweet 2. No, we have 1 question from Sweet 2. If anybody has any questions in the channel as well, let your question be known and we'll read it. Sweet 2 says, once you are dead, what would you like to be remembered for? You think you'll ever do anything that might really change anything? That is depressing.
That's a deep.
Yeah. It's fucking...
I was gonna say that's a deep question. The first thing you say is that it's depressing.
Well, I'm not gonna die, so
Nope.
I was just gonna say, like,
I'm gonna
I
live
think
forever.
the most important thing for me, if I ever wanted to be remembered for something, I would just literally want to be remembered for being a good person.
Yep.
Forget all the fluff, forget all the other famous nonsense, all that shit. That doesn't really matter to me much. I would just want to be a good person to the people that I had the pleasure of living with.
I would like to be remembered for that guy that accidentally put on a dress and danced. Accidentally put on a dress.
Yeah, accidentally.
No, I don't know. I similar to Kumar. I don't know. I guess I'd like to be remembered for hopefully making people happy with some dumb shit.
I'd like to be remembered for being the only smart one on this podcast.
You kicked my chair like a goof. Oh, yeah.
Hey, Riccio, I
Yeah.
just thought about this. You know what it's going to say on your tombstone?
What?
Roxio, Ricaccio, Raichu, Riscio. You're just going to keep going, and there's just going to be dots at the
It's
end.
just gonna be the dude who's carving the tombstone just says whatever the fuck this dude's name is.
Can you dig him like farther than 6 feet under? Because this tombstone's like 13 feet long, like or tall. You gotta.
We put a lot of effort into this one.
Yeah.
You need to pull your weight.
1,000 names.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. If I ever think I'm gonna change anything, I don't know. It'd be cool to have like a weird minor influence on like finding something really cool for like streaming. Let's say finding something really cool that no one's ever done, then doing it, and then having that take on from other people, being like, yeah, everybody else is doing that now on their channel or something. I don't know. That'd be cool. But
HDCP stripping PS4 streams.
for example,
Bet
yeah.
you people have taken that on now.
Yeah. No, a lot of people. A lot of people were just trying to get their setup set up for that, and then when it happened, they're like, "Okay, I should do it now." Then, yeah, no.
Which you did it first.
Well, yeah, I was one of the first, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Don't be modest. You were the first.
Okay. No.
It's like 9 in the morning.
Yeah, I guess so. 9 in the morning, sure. But yeah, I don't know. I'd like to do something that's really cool, and hopefully change that. But yeah, I don't know. I'd like to be remembered for doing fun stuff.
I don't think I'll really ever change anything.
Yeah. Change people around you, maybe.
Well, everyone does that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sweet Tooth just changed all of us by asking us this question.
Yes, he has.
You've torn our reality.
We changed him by answering it. Like it's.
Oh.
We just changed us a million times by asking all the questions that he asks us.
Yeah.
Yep, they're pretty great questions.
Oh, by the way, it was his birthday recently.
Yep, it
Oh,
was
really?
actually.
Happy belated birthday, Sweet Too.
You are a champ.
Happy birthday.
You are a champ.
You are a champion. May your night be a night
Of champions.
of champions. Champion.
Great.
His birthday was Monday.
Yeah. Happy birthday. I know he tried to celebrate it on Sunday because apparently he had stuff to do Monday or something. And
Yo, why are you
It's
telling
Monday.
everybody his business?
because he's in the channel and we said happy birthday. This is boss. Yeah. Thanks, Sweet Tooth, for a lot of questions these past many podcasts. You've
Yeah, it's
been
been
awesome,
great.
so thanks.
Has he asked us 100 questions?
Probably up there. I'd say up
Yeah.
there. No, because there's he's been done double a podcast. Yeah, maybe.
Maybe
Probably done
about
it.
100.
Probably done it. What do we have? We have Drackle. Question for Devin, Dan, Kumar. Should I make Riccio's, Char, and D&D go through hell?
Yes.
That was really fast, you son of a bitches. Okay. Shanghai China says, would you rather fart popcorn or have your past and future web browsing history available for everyone?
Part popcorn.
For sure, fart popcorn.
Fart
Imagine
popcorn.
the damage you could do. Someone's talking shit, you just go over fart popcorn in their face.
Fart popcorn?
Is the popcorn like edible or is it like severely fecal?
Whether it's edible or not, I don't think you'd want to eat it after it came out of someone's
if
asshole.
if you're on a deserted island and you have no food, asshole popcorn is gonna look pretty appealing.
No, but here's the thing, man. Like, you fart a popcorn and you tweet that shit, and then suddenly the NSA is up on your ass to try to
Is it
save
just,
world
like,
hunger.
plain- Is it just plain popcorn, or is this like popcorn that you can like pick its flavor?
I'm picking
I'm
the
saying
browser history, so
I like to think that it's buttery fresh and it's a movie style popcorn.
yeah, but if it's butterfly, see, the thing is, the better it is, and the more you can poop it out, and then you turn it into food, someone's gonna use you, strap you to a chair, and feed a fucking country with your like ass corn.
So or in the other or the
I think we're
other
spending
sense
too much time thinking
or the
about
other
this.
sense, you could potentially form a company around your ass popcorn and make it like a gourmet ass popcorn and be like Starbucks where you've got ass popcorn franchises on every corner, right beside every
do the
Starbucks.
people know that it's from an ass? Or is that like the secret that makes it taste good and that's why it's popular? But no one knows that Riccio's shitting out this popcorn.
I'm talking like this popcorn is so delicious. One kernel is orgasmic.
So,
But no one knows it's because
That
he farted it out.
no one knows he's farting out this popcorn. But when they put it on their tongue, legitimately, they're like, ah.
see, this is the weird thing because for me, this question is: do I want to poop popcorn or do I want to let people know that I've looked up for ass pornography? And I don't want that to be what they find out because that's a really weird
That
kind of
changes
like
people.
specific.
Even then,
it
you know
changes
what?
people,
I feel
yeah.
like the reality is that I feel like the perception of you in the eyes of someone else is going to get impacted by so many things. I don't think it would entirely matter if they saw what you looked up on the internet.
Yeah.
Mm.
I think it'd be scared more of people knowing what people have like linked me and me I've not known and clicked on and been like, what the fuck is this? And then they'd see that and be like, oh, so you look at that shit, don't you? And it's like, no, you don't.
Judgment.
You don't understand.
Mind you, you could probably start some really, really great conversation with people.
Yeah.
Like, yo, look that up too? Yeah, right.
Yeah. I didn't know it could go that far either and then have it kill someone. That's weird.
Wow.
Oh my
I don't know.
Whoa.
Way to get dark.
I don't know where that went.
Some
Who asked
person
that question, by the way?
wasn't.
Oh, that was Shanghai, China.
Oh, of course it was Shanghai.
Yeah.
Shall we wrap it?
I think we're gonna wrap it.
All right. So
No
we're-
one else
it was
wants to be featured on the 100th episode with a question?
There are more questions. I just logged in. No one else is... Wait, what? No one else sirs? One?
Oh, it says, what cars do you guys drive? I'll be getting my own within the month.
I drive an Audi A4. That's 17 years old. I'm not even shitting you. It's 17 years old.
I only drive cars
Still looks
in
great,
video
man.
Games.
It's starting
Yeah.
to rust out now, which
What
is
do I have, like
expensive.
a McLaren
super fucking sad.
in Forza? Yeah,
I
actually.
drive...
Oops, sorry, go.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say,
He
I don't
doesn't
have
actually
yeah,
fucking drive
we don't
anything,
drive a
so
car.
your answer is more pertinent, Kumar.
I drive an OC
I drive a
Transport.
2012 Camry.
You gonna sell your Camry to me, Kumar?
Do you want the Camry?
Yeah, all right. What's your offering?
I'm not going to sit here and just come up with an offer randomly for you.
Why not?
$1 billion.
Here's my idea
Actually,
for you.
you know what actually made me really, really angry?
What?
So when I had actually bought the Camry, I was sitting there and I was debating between that or an Audi S4. And the S4, unfortunately, after I priced everything out, was $61K. So I was like,
Yep.
fantastic. Definitely not dropping that kind of cash.
Oof.
The A4 the one that I wanted ended up being $40K or something. They ended up being just shy of double, or that one rather, just ended up being shy of double what the Camry was. Now, when you look back, and this was before I had actually put extensive amounts of time into trying to figure out how pricing on cars works and whatnot. I was a little bit more ignorant at the time.
Mhm.
If you go back, Thomps, if you are actually looking for a car, you could probably get one of the newer A4s for a very decent price. If it was look at anywhere from 2010 to 2011, sorry, 2012, 2010 to 2012. And you can probably find a nice A4 with half decent mileage on it for between 25 and 30K.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
It's just stupid. And I wish I had known this at the time because I would have got one secondhand.
Yep.
So here's my thought: is if you're buying a car, I would say to look for something that has a lot of space in the back, so that you can maybe have multiple families, and then just
Okay, so Roxo is dumb.
put a sign on your car, vehicle, whatever you want to call it, and then charge them fares.
Oh my
So
god.
you're gonna just taxi it?
Yeah,
You're gonna be a gypsy taxi.
You're gonna be a bus driver.
It's
And
what you're telling me. What you are mentioning right now is to be an unlicensed taxi
And get fined.
and get fined.
yeah, but what
Because one of those families will call the cops on you.
Are you driving?
I'm not saying become
Are you
a
driving
school
these
bus
families
driver.
across a
Neighborhood trying to
border?
pick up-
No, but if you want to make millions, no. No. Yeah, I don't know.
Here's legitimate advice for you. I'd say a car is probably the most realistically depreciating asset you're ever going to buy, aside from a house. So when you buy, a lot of people are against buying.
Well, houses
I won't
you
get into
can
the
get lucky, right? But cars are always going to go down in value.
car. Yeah, cars are consistently depreciating. So I mean, it's one of these things where you're going to be getting it's almost like a computer, right? The day you buy your car, it's depreciating. But even above and beyond that, I won't get into the debate behind financing versus leasing. But if you look at
Please
secondhand,
do.
you've already cut a lot of that depreciation out of the vehicle as it is. So you may want to consider looking at whether it be pre-owned through a dealership or private sale. I mean, private sale is obviously a whole lot riskier, but I mean, you could probably
Got a lot of
for-
good deals on
for-
private sales, to be honest with you. So
yeah. I mean, depending on obviously where you are, how much, or I guess what your level of comfort is, and how much you have to spend, you can base your decision. I would say you should be basing your decision on that. Make wise, you're going to have your own preference and whatnot, but I don't know. I'd say you should at the very least consider whatever thought you've already put into it. Along with that, consider buying secondhand.
I would say get a Mini Cooper. That's what I want.
you are.
What's your rationale for
I
it?
just want them. I just want one.
Oh, okay.
That'd be what I'd get. I think Mini Coopers are really cool. I think they
But if you'd said smart car, I probably would have had to slap you.
no, those are garbage. Mini Coopers though.
Every time I see one, I just want to kick it.
You wouldn't do that because then you turn it into a can.
Have you ever seen the pictures of smart cars that have just been in like the
No,
in the field tests for accidents?
They
no.
they bounce. That's the thing that
It's
always kills me.
It's
is-
ridiculous. It's craziness. Like they look like little toys.
They probably bounce unless they get like fucking sandwiched, in which case they're dead. That probably looks vicious.
All right. So, is there any more questions, or am I going to wrap this
Nope,
up?
that's pretty much it.
All right, guys. So if you're tuning in now, episode 99 just came out. We've got episode 100 as well, which is this one that you're listening to all the way through. Hopefully, by the time this one you are listening to it, the RSS feeds that Riccio will set
I
up
will
for
not
this
be doing them.
website
That's Devin's
will
job now.
be good to go for iTunes.
Riccio is way too busy refreshing this Twitter, hoping to get a Titanfall key.
No, shut up, Dan.
So, we will be on iTunes soon. I do apologize for the delay. If you're checking us out on YouTube, make sure you check out some of our other videos. Hopefully over the summer, we'll have some more content for you. Can't promise shit right now, though. I have been Sompy, and this is our 100th episode. 100
Woo!
episodes
That's what 2
of
zeros.
podcast.
Stay tuned for
100.
101. 101 is gonna be awesome.
And thank you guys for tuning in and making this podcast fucking great. We really appreciate it. I've been Sompy.
I've been Riccio.
I've been Dan.
I'm Kumar.
Cheers, guys.
Take it, everyone.
Thanks for tuning in.
100 episodes.